Hey, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. It's a craft along. My name's George Akid, and for the next 2 hours, we are getting it all nice and small and mini. Yes, it is. We are doing a craft along with these brilliant, incredible mini dies, which launched on the 24th of January. Myself and Craig launched them back in January, and can you believe it, near enough a month later, we are doing a craft along. Hasn't it flown by? Hasn't that flown by? We are getting it all done, and then in about 2 hours time, Sanntangle are going to be here in the studio. I know how much you guys love them already. They're back in the studio today. But for a craft along, we're going to need someone extraordinary, and well, they don't come any more extraordinary than Debbie Fisher. Good afternoon, my dear.
I'm going to take it as a compliment, George.
Yes. Short and blonde. That's it. Small and blonde.
It just means I'm an oddball. That's what it is.
Yeah, you have to be.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
I'm really well, yes, very good. Apart from the wind, I literally got blown into the door this morning coming into work, so it was so windy. And when I opened my car door, I thought it was going to blow off, so yeah. Not literally.
And it's 6 seconds into the show, and that's where we're at already. Perfect. It's going to be one of them shows, isn't it? Tell us, we've got a craft along with these brilliant mini dies, which everybody loves. What are you going to be making for us today?
Yeah, do you know what, George? I was really excited having these mini dies because you sort of think, oh, what am I going to do with a craft along with mini dies? The thing is, when you have embellishment dies like these, it means you've got the opportunity to make whatever you want to make. And I just wanted, I've been doing some basic sort of craft alongs just lately, so I thought we'd do a bit of an unusual style card. So this card in front of me is called a double diamond fold back card. Yeah, and it looks quite complicated because it's got all these sort of nooks and crevices, but it's super easy to do, and we're going to be doing it step by step all the way. And remember, it is a craft along, so if at any point you want us to pause, want us to stop, just let George know in the comments, and honestly, we can do that. We can recap on anything. It's what I love about the craft alongs, which is amazing. So we need a list of what you need to craft with. So the mini dies I'm using, now you can use any you want of them, is the dragonfly, the butterfly, the tags, the happy birthday sentiment, and the special friend sentiment. I'm also using the 12 by 12 packs of mixed cardstock. There are new ones that we've just had out, which are the neutrals and the pastels, which are beautiful. And then I'm using the Decadent Decor pad, which is on the show as well. So if you haven't got it, you can buy it. Also some gold glitter card and some mirror card. And I'm also going to use for the first time is the Prism Glitter Mist. And I'm using the ultraviolet and the Azure Sky. They are beautiful to use. And then your basic scoring, sorry, not scoring, I've read the scoreboard there, your basic toolkit. So a Gemini Mini is all you need for these because it's the little mini dies, your scoreboard and scoring tool, a large guillotine, some scissors, some tacky glue. Can you see this, George? We've got a Xyron 1.5.
Back in stock.
It's back in stock. Honestly, if you want one, get it. It's on the show. They're amazing. The dotty tape pen and the straight tape pen as well. And that's all you're going to need to create this beautiful card. So stay tuned for the next 2 hours, and hopefully we'll get it all finished.
We will indeed. Now, like Debbie said, if you want to get involved in the show, you can comment below on Facebook and YouTube. Remember, award-winning craft alongs, and you know why, because it's all about you guys. You get involved in the show at any point, any questions. The wonderful Rachel's on the socials. Get involved already. Joan from Iowa says hello to you, my dear. Remember, get involved with the show. Remember, this is our mini die collection. There's 96 different dies, 19 different wonderful designs, dragonflies, birthdays, the congratulations just for you. These are great, and when these were launched, you guys adored them because they're one of those dies which you're going to keep on your craft table every single day. And the thing is, if you've not already seen these dies, you will have seen them in one of our shows, because I think near enough every single day one of these dies is featured. Whether it be the butterfly, whether it be the alphabets, whether it be the happy birthday, they've all been featured at least once because they're such a versatile and useful die. They're an incredible price, £70.99, $84.95, an incredible saving of 25%. Remember also, you're going to get your Club Inspired discount, an extra 20% off if you're platinum at £59.79, at £56 should I say, 79, or $67.96. Now if you're looking at that and going, oh, that's a bit far from my budget, do not fear, you have got that option of buying them individually, or if you want to get a few, you can get the multi-buy 3 for £12 or $15. The question is, which one are you going to go for first? Because they are all incredible. Now, being a craft along, we've got our wonderful viewers at home, like you guys watching, and we're joined today by the powers of Zoom and other internet providers, the wonderful Lorna Jane. Good afternoon to you, Lorna.
Hi there.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, thank you.
Very good. Well, they say it was Lorna. I was like, I know Lorna because she comments in on the shows all the time and I see your name pop in. It's great to have you. So whereabouts in the world are you, Lorna?
I'm in the Scottish borders. Quite a lot of the viewers will have already known that because we chat quite a lot.
Yeah.
We're like a big family.
Yeah, we are indeed, aren't we, here at Crafters Companion? Absolutely adore it. Lorna, are you looking forward to this wonderful craft along today?
Yes. I'm a bit hesitant because it's a card style I haven't done before, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing something new.
Hey, listen, if anything we can help you with, we can take it nice and slow, nice and fast, and you've got the best teacher, Debbie Fisher. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Debbie Fisher, Lorna. Lorna, I'll be coming to you throughout the show. We can do this. Don't you worry. We can do this. I'll speak to you a little bit, Lorna. Remember as well, if you're like Lorna thinking, oh, I'm a bit nervous about this, don't worry. Remember, you can pause the show whenever you want, as we are on YouTube. And if you're looking at this going, well, I haven't got the dice, George, don't worry. This show is going to be on YouTube forever and ever. So you can come back and watch it as many times as you want. If you're buying the dice today for the first time, when the dice arrive, you can get cracking. Don't forget as well, in about an hour and 54 minutes time, Sanntangle will be back in the studio. A lot of things already selling out with Sanntangle. Make sure you head to the website crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu, click shop the show, and you can get the full range today. Right, let's not waste any more time. Debbie, let's get started on this wonderful craft along.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I just say, Lorna Jane, you have the most organised craft room.
I was looking
thinking, wow, that's every crafter's envy, isn't it? Look at the background there. Shall we just ask Lorna, is that just a bit of smoke and mirrors? Is that just tidy bit? The rest is like chaos?
Yeah, the bit that behind me I use for display and little things like gems and stuff that I use every day.
Oh, I love it. Well, it looks very organised.
There's quite a lot of storage that you can't see.
Ah, brilliant. Right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is take our mixed luxury cardstock. Now, if you've not seen our packs like this before, do you know what, George? And I was saying when we launched this that it's really strange because cream and white cardstock is what we use all the time. Yet we've not had a pad that does cream and white cardstock. No. What's great about this is you're getting two different designs. So you are getting your textured cardstock in a real white. I mean, it's so beautiful. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But actually, in the craft world and actually in just the colour world, there's so many different white tones. But you're also getting, if I go to this page, look at the two different tones you're getting here. You're getting a pearlised one, which is absolute luxury, and then you're getting that textured one, and you're getting that the same in your cream cardstock, and then you're getting that cream in the pearlized. Now it's the pearlized that I'm using to make our card bases. We're going to use 2 sheets of this.
Yep.
Now I say 2 sheets. If you don't want to use your good cardstock, you can just use some scrap card, because one of these we're going to be cutting up using as a template. But I am just using both of them in my demos. We're also going to be using the paper pad, the Decadent Decor, and I'm just going to use this back one, this blue on here. So we're going to take a sheet of that out. And then in the other luxury cardstock, this is exactly the same with your textured and your, let me just show you one of those. Look at those colours on there, absolutely gorgeous. You're getting them in your pinks, your lilacs, your blues and your yellows. I'm just going to take it, oh, it's popped out. I'm going to take that blue out to coordinate with my colours. So I've got these 3 colours.
Gorgeous.
Now obviously, if you've got any 12 by 12 paper pad, you can use whichever you've got in your stash. You don't have to just use the ones we have. In fact, it's quite nice when people are sending their pics afterwards to see them in their sort of slightly different form and different paper pads that they do. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is take our piece of cream cardstock and our large guillotine. Now, it's the reason I said about having a large guillotine, because obviously you wouldn't be able to fit your 12 by 12s into your smaller guillotine. And then what we're going to do, we're going to trim this, so it's 12 inches already, but we're going to trim it to 7 inches. Just going to turn it around where my glue part is, and then we're going to pop that to our 7-inch line. And we're going to trim that, making sure that's all straight all the way down. Okay?
Perfect.
Isn't that a lovely sound? I love the sound of a guillotine. and it's probably just me, but I often want to say off with his head. It's got that sound,
Just
isn't
you, I
it?
think, Debbie.
Do you think that could be because I've just been to the York
You've
Centre?
been to York,
is
haven't you?
that what it is? That's
All the
what it
dungeons
is.
and everything. Do you know what? I don't know. While you've been off, Leanne had a revelation for us the other day on Wake Up Call.
Oh.
That you know how you write the names on the side of the paper pads?
Yeah.
Crafter's Companion. Because of what the viewers have said the other day on Wake Up Call with Craig, we're going to start putting the names on the edge of the paper pads when they'd be printed on there.
That's amazing.
Because the viewers asked for it, and Leanne was on the show, and she went, "What a great idea!"
Doesn't it show we listen?
Yeah.
It is a great idea. That's how we write them on all the side. Out in the warehouse
Yeah.
as well, they're all written on that side. So you're going to cut 2 pieces to 7 inches. I thought I'd cut that short then, but I haven't. 7 inches. So 7 inches by 12 inches, okay? This is what you've got here. Then we're going to bring in our scoreboard.
Yep.
Now I'm using my large scoreboard. If you do only have the master score, what I would suggest is the first parts that we're scoring, do that and then turn your card round and then do the opposite side, because it's exactly the same. We're doing a sort of a mirror fold really of both the score lines. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our 1.5 inches. Let's bring that down so you can see. So 1.5 inches, and I'm only going to put a little sort of mark there. Now if it's easier for you, put a little pencil mark if you want to be able to see that clearly, but actually just putting a little mark there is absolutely fine. We also want to put that at the bottom of the card, so I'm just going to hold my scoring tool and put that notch at the bottom as well, so you've just got a notch at the top and the bottom. Then we're going to go across and we're going to score at 4.5 inches. I always like to do sort of a couple of strokes down, and it just stretches the fibre of the card.
Yep.
Then we're going to go at 7.5 inches. Can't see in these lights. There we go. 7.5 inches, and score that down. And then our last one, we're going to score at 9 inches. So going down onto our 9 inches. I want to put a dash, sorry, at 9 inches.
Yep.
And then we're going to go down and do the same at the bottom there. And then, just trying to think, I think I've missed one out here. I have 3 inches. I was thinking then, that seemed really strange what I've done. So let's just start that again, so we're recapping. So we've got that at 12 inches by 7 inches, our cardstock. We've put in a little dash, just a little mark on 1.5. We're going to score at 3 inches, 4.5 inches, 7.5 inches, and then 9 inches. And then we're going to then take to the end of here, we're going to go at 10.5 inches is where we're going to put that next dash at the top.
Lovely.
And at the bottom.
Perfect.
Okay. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to create our diamond effect shape.
Yep.
So from this point here where we've put that notch, what I think is the best way to do, we've got something.
What have you got?
Turn it round, so your longest piece on the side,
Yep.
we're going to go to 3.5 inches, and we're just going to put a little mark there, okay? So this is your middle or central point to your 7 inches. So what we want to do is can you see, if anyone at home is wondering why we put a line down our board, it's so we can actually marry up different types of lines. So from our notch at the top here, I'm going to come down and put my notch on that line. Where my line comes here, this second notch at the 3.5 inches, we're just going to pop that just where the notch goes to the end of the line, because I want to then put that score line into place. And you can move it in if you need to, just to get that exact score line. And then we want to do from this score line to that bottom notch, okay? I will recap on this for anybody that's just still following. And again, going to that bottom line and doing this sort of, you've almost got that triangle type shape, okay?
Yep.
So shall I just recap on
Yes,
that so everyone
please.
gets their lines? We've got 12 inches going across, 7 inches going down in our card blank. We're putting just a little notch on 1.5, scoring at 3, scoring at 4.5, scoring at 7.5, scoring at 9, and then we're putting a little notch at 10.5, and that's both at the top and at the bottom. Then we're going to use that top notch to go to that middle notch to score down, and then the same on this side. And then we're going to go to our other side and do exactly the same. So from that top notch, which was at 10.5, we're going to go to, we haven't put our middle line in. So 3.5 inches, put a little notch. And all that is the centre of your 7 inches. We're going to go from that little notch there to that centre line. quite nice, isn't it, to be able to do
Yes.
a completely different style of card. And then we're going to go from that notch again down to that centre one. And that's why it's always good to have that, that line down your board, because you know you're going to get that straight line each time. Right, now the next thing we want to do, we want to create these diagonal lines. So this top line, where we've got this one here, we want to do this one to the bottom of this one here. So we're going to place that right onto there.
Yeah.
We're going to take that centre line onto here. I've got a template afterwards which I can show you exactly how we do these. I'm just checking, yep, that's right. Just going right across there. So this line, I think we can see this all perfectly well, can't we? And then we're going to do the same from the bottom line, from here. We're going to go to that central line.
Love it.
So right up there, you see? So you
Yep.
can see that sort of pattern that we're forming there. And then we're going to do exactly the same on here. So from this centre line, which would be your 4.5 inch line, we're going to pop our notch on there, right to that next one and go right across. And then turn that round, and from that centre line there, we're going to go to the diagonal. There
Love
we go.
that.
Just like so. So I'm just going to make sure I put in my lines again just there. Can
Yep.
you see? There we go. So that's what you end up with. So I'm going to bring my template now, so that will make it a lot clearer
Yep.
of exactly how you do it. So that way, if you do want to go back and watch the show,
Yep.
you can see the exact measurements and your template, or take a screenshot of that
Yeah,
if you're on
good
your
idea.
phones. But you can see we're at 1.5 inches, 3 inches, 4.5 inches, 7.5 inches, 9 inches and 10.5 inches. Now the 10.5 and the 1 inch are just notches at the top and the bottom. You don't want to score that part. And then these pieces at the side, we're going to cut them away, okay? So is that a good time to
I
sort of
think-
stop, let
yeah.
people catch up with their scoring,
Perfect.
and then we'll put all our folds into place.
Great stuff. Loads of get in touch today as well. Sarah from Australia. Sarah, do you ever sleep? I just wanted, she never sleeps, this lady. Saving the show, hasn't received my collection of Mini Dies yet. So good to say along today. Kimberly, good morning from Winston in North Carolina. Hope everyone is doing well. Charlotte, good morning from Georgia. Joe in South Dakota. Terry in Kansas. Pam in saying hello from an overcast and dismal central New York. Tia saying hello from the Netherlands. And Monica, hi Debbie, how are you doing? Looking forward to the craft along.
Ah, I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thanks. Good. Lorna, Jane, how are you doing, my dear? How are you all right? Yeah, all good?
Yeah, then.
There it is.
Yay.
Perfect. Love that. Very nice.
What to do?
Right, so let's take a look at some other great deals that we had. Now, the Mini Die collection that you're seeing here was based upon that wonderful collection that we launched a few months ago. Again, with some great collections in here. 28 dies within this one. I mean, you can do exactly the same with these dies as you are doing this brand new collection. On this bundle today, you're saving yourself 30%. A great collection and a great deal as well. Wonderful designs, the brilliant dies. And remember, perfect for fitting through your Gemini Mini as well every single time. You've got the garden friends, here they are, the ladybird, the dragonfly and the butterfly. Then maybe you want to go for the larger dragonfly as well. Again, that is huge. You've also got the beautiful bloom, another great collection as well. And I mean, fluttering by, I mean, the vintage butterfly collection, to add that into that vintage butterfly collection, what a great idea that would be. The tea party as well, perfect. This is a great one, over the rainbow in this collection. And to wrap it off, the party time as well. Another great bundle, some dies that you're going to be using every single day. £36.35, $54.35. Remember that incredible Club Inspire Platinum price as well at £29.08, $43.48. It's back in stock. Now, I've heard so much about this. I've been here about a year now, and this is an incredible machine that I've seen time and time again. The Xyron Create a Sticker machine is back in stock. £9.99, $13.99. Remember, you're going to get your Club Inspire price on that as well. £7.99, $11.19. Now, Debbie, if anyone's looking at this and going, what does X mean? What is the Xyron machine and what does it allow you to do?
Yeah, so the Siren machine is basically, and it sounds not like very interesting, but it's a sticker maker. Which is, I know, it's absolutely brilliant. You know that all of us sort of rave about our Xyrons. I'm so sorry we've not been able to get the bigger Xyrons in. It's an American brand, so it's not our own brand, but we are the main distributors in the UK for Xyron. They are absolutely brilliant. You basically just feed whatever die cuts you've got into this little machine, comes out the other side, and you've literally got your die cut that's fully adhesive on the other side, which is incredible. Now, if you've got kids, they're going to love this. I mean, give them all those little pieces to cut out. They can stick them. They can make everything into a sticker. Just be careful. Your earrings might go through and any bits of jewellery, you know, so just be careful. But it's a great little machine, and you know how much we love ours. And we're going to be using it as well in the show to show you how it works, how you can put things through, and how just amazing they work.
Absolutely.
It's brilliant.
A couple of questions coming in about our craft along. Sherry, Debbie, are you using the largest ball end on your school tool for more ease in that paper type, or just because that's what you grabbed? What's the best end?
Oh, I don't know. I never know.
Just do it, see what happens.
So what I would say is the thicker your paper, you can use either end. If you've got like maybe a sort of 180, about that sort of weight in paper card stock, I would use the bigger ball tool. It just helps to stretch your fibres more. But to be honest, I don't really notice what ends I'm using. I think both ends work.
Perfect.
Well.
And Susan on Facebook, she went, I'm very late. What are we making? Could you remind us what we're making?
Oh yeah, shall we recap?
Let's do it.
So we're doing our, is it upside? No, it's the right way. It's our double diamond fold back card, which I absolutely love. It's just a really nice, unique cut design. If I turn it around, look at that, how it creates just a beautiful fanned effect. I think this would also lend itself to sort of some Art Deco sort of style as well.
Yes.
So it's a really nice one to do. I just thought having a craft along with some mini dies, it means that we can have a play with some of these different card stocks that we can do. And you know how I love to make my own card bases, and this one is just so easy. Once you've got those score lines and worked out how to do them, we're going to do it all over again now. So if you are just joining us, grab yourself a piece of card that's 12 inches by 7 inches, and we're going to do those score lines all again, because what we're going to do now is create a template to make our mats and layers for our card.
Perfect. Hadassah said on Facebook, I love my Xyron. It is a time saver. A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
Right, guys, let's carry on with the next part of our craft along. What we're going to do next then, Debbie?
Right, so we're going to repeat this. So not only does it give you a chance to repeat those steps and to know exactly how you do, what I love about this step is it means we make the templates that will fit then onto our card that we can trace around with our papers. Also, keep these templates as well, because if ever you make this card again, keep them all in a little Ziploc bag, and you've not ever got to do templates for it again. So once we've done this part, you've always got your mat and layers to put with whatever paper pads you are using. Perfect. Right, so we're going to recap. We'll do it a little bit quicker this time because we've already done it, but you will see, and then we're going to start trimming them out and making our mats and layers and doing our folds to show how the card comes together. So again, we're going to put a notch in at 1.5 inches. We're then going to do 3 inches, and then we're going to do our 4.5, and then we're going to go to our 7.5. It's made me conscious of the tool I'm using now. I'm using the smaller one now. I don't think it matters when you're picking it up. Yeah. So our 7.5, and then we're going to go to 9, and then we're going to put that notch at the top at 10.5, and at the bottom. So I like to just go down and then put that notch at the bottom, and then we can do the same with this one. So our 1.5 inch, and pop that notch at the bottom. And then the first thing I like to do is put in your 3.5, so that's half of your 7, and on the opposite side as well, 3.5 inches, just that little notch. And like I say, if you prefer to see it as a little pencil mark, you can do it with pencil, it's absolutely fine. So we're going to take that first notch to the middle at that 3.5 inches, and we're just going to score down. And then we're going to turn that round and do exactly the same from this point to our middle section. Yeah. And then exactly the same from this score line here to our middle section on the opposite side. So we're just mirroring what we've already done. And then to that section at the bottom. Lovely. And then all we need to do is to finish off, we need to take this section in the centre, and we're going to go to the first point in the centre. So right to the bottom, coming straight down. And then exactly the same from the other end, so from this section to our midpoint here. And then the same on the opposite side. And by doing this a couple of times, it just gets you used to where you're scoring, how you're doing them, and it's very simple. I think sometimes, especially with card making, it's just the knowing, isn't it? Once you know what you're doing, even a complicated card, I think I have done that wrong, look. Rookie mistake there, look, I didn't go to that point in the centre. There we go. And it doesn't matter because we're just using these as our template. So going from this corner here, there we go, there we go, and to that corner, there we go. Right, so I've just got to remember that we've got those there. So what I am going to do, just because I've done mine wrong, I'm just going to put my score lines in here because this is just my template. And actually, it doesn't matter anyway, because the other thing I should have said, we only need, both of these are exactly the same. So when we're trimming them out, we only need one side to use as our template anyway. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take that first one that we were doing. So pop that to the side. We're done with our scoreboard. We're going to start creasing all our lines now. So our first one, these are going to come in. So I'm going to go into the top. So folding your first line over. Be gentle when you are folding and burnishing. You don't want to go in too harsh with your lines. And then we're going to fold back our triangle here. And then on the opposite way as well. Do it the right way. That way. And if you do find that just in your corner, just make sure you get that right. So you're creasing over the corners. Can you see it's all starting to take shape there? Can you see it's like coming in? Then we're going to use our score lines here to sort of just bend in. So you don't have to do anything harsh. So I'm trying to do it so we can see them. This score line here will go backwards. So you just need to give it a pinch. And then we can do the same with the other one, just giving that a pinch, because then that will, and then, so like here, if that goes like that, just push that in. So it then will naturally just fall into place. Because
it is a resilient card, isn't it? It is very resilient.
Absolutely, yes.
What GSM is this? Is it 300 GSM?
So, no, it's not. It's a 250, this one.
Right.
Yeah, which is just a nice weight to do that card with. So can you see that's done that side already. We're going to cut these off in a little while. Just want to get our score lines into place. So again, folding over, and then we're going to fold back the triangle parts, which is there, and then on the other side. And don't worry if you're sort of all trying to get your head around all your folds and doing it, we will give you time to catch up. And if you do just need us to stop, just literally write in the comments, stop!
Yeah, let us know.
Help! And then, so let's pop those into place. So again, we're just pinching those pieces. And again, if that bit just wants to go in, just give it a little bit of encouragement because that will pinch into those sides. So what you're doing is making that triangle. So can you see that all then folds into place onto there. So that creates both your sections coming in there, okay? And then we're going to trim these off. So you can either bring your guillotine back in, which I like to do just to get that straight line, or you could just use your scissors. So I'm just going to go down and snip that line, and on the opposite side.
Perfect.
Just like so. And then we're going to do the same with this one.
Monica said, I just bought my Xyron last week from Crafter's Companion. I can't wait to get it. Indeed. It's a great little addition. Terry's saying, great idea to keep templates, and Astrid on Facebook. Doesn't Debbie do fab demos?
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. We just love what we do. I think that's the thing, isn't it? So that's our that is your card. So when you sort of think how easy that is to put together, so let's just fold that all into place. That will all just find its way. There we go. And then all you do, if I turn it over, you can see, we can then just reinforce those score lines. and then that will just help it to stand. So you've then got your actual standing plate. I mean, literally, half hour into the show and your card is actually made. So that's not bad, is it?
No.
So now we're going to cut all the templates and we're going to...
Johnny, he's been a little monkey today, isn't he?
He's a little one today, isn't he? Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my pen and ruler. I think this is the easiest way to see exactly what you're doing, because what you want to do is I want to bring so this diamond shape here, I want to make smaller.
Right.
So I'm going to come in, literally, probably just about an increment into it, and I'm going to draw that line. Because I think if you do it this way, you can see exactly where you're cutting out. And then we're going to go on to there. So each way, I'm just doing the same amount of space on my score line. So we can then see. And then on to this other one. And doing that line. And then our last one here. So you can see it's not much smaller, but it's just that little bit smaller, which will allow us to then have a template. So that is then smaller than our main card. So it means I can then get my guillotine and we can trim that out. So what I'm going to do first of all is take away this piece, because we still need these pieces. And then we're going to just trim into our card. So just taking that. It's what I love about the guillotine. You know, you can line that up and you can take that off. Now remember, you're not using these pieces. So if your line is showing, it doesn't matter, because it just means that, that's going in a straight line, it just means that you're just using it as your template. It's not anything you need. You could always make it even in thicker card if you wanted to keep them. You could even make the templates in acetate.
Oh, good idea.
And then they would keep, they would keep for a long time.
Really good
So
idea.
then when you come to putting this onto your paper pad, you can see when you lay it on there, you'll still see your cream edge around there, but it's giving you your perfect matten layer.
Perfect.
So I'm going to carry on doing that with my other layers. So with these ones, now remember, you don't need all of them. All we need is this background one, this piece here, and you actually only need one of these, because all of these are the same wherever they are.
Lovely. Terry on YouTube, well, the card already looks elegant without anything else on it.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's such a lovely design. Yeah, absolutely lovely. And sometimes, like I say, it's just knowing those different card designs that are out there, because there are thousands.
Yes.
I mean, literally thousands of card designs out there. And they're just, and they're also lovely. You can put your own take on them, whatever you want to do.
When it's all concertinaed up, it looks like something from Star Wars, like a spaceship. I can't remember which, like the X-Wing or something. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's all together. It looks like a little, in a good way. Like a.
I'm sure there's some way of making an aeroplane out of that.
Yeah, it looks
like.
Oh
yes, look, as I've done that, it does look like a spaceship. Oh, we could have had this on, we had International Terrestrial Day.
Oh yeah,
we did have that.
That well-renowned day.
John done a talk.
Did he?
He did.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he done a talk on it, and yeah, he loves it. He's really into all his extraterrestrials. So yeah, it was really interesting.
Not just crafting.
Not just crafting.
Hey,
no.
what can we say? I did a talk on President's Day the other day. That was interesting.
You had what?
I had to talk about President's Day the other day.
Oh, President's Day.
Yeah.
I thought you said you had to talk about Prisoners' Day.
We celebrate it. We look at ourselves in our houses, and just to, in orange jumpsuits and boiler suits.
I was sort of thinking, where is this going?
It's me. It can go anywhere.
That's very true. Yes, you and Johnny. I mean, really.
Listen, the other day, it's when we had Visible Image in the studio. It was me, Craig, Johnny, Adam, and the wonderful Matt. John from not Matt. I got his name right. Mark, and John. It was a boys' day.
It was a boys' day.
Yeah, that was a good day. I enjoyed that.
Those stamps, visible image stamps,
oh,
really took me back, because I started my journey with visible image.
Did you?
Yeah, I love their stamps.
They sold out, and I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised. They're incredible stamps. Yeah,
and lovely people.
Yes, really lovely.
Gilmore on YouTube went, yes, Star Wars. You see what I mean? It's got a Star Wars feature. Put it in silver cards. You could flip it on its side. A little boy or a little girl, little spaceship.
Absolutely.
John
I'm not really a sci-fi girl myself.
You're a horror fan, aren't you?
I am, yes, I'm a horror girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Give me a good old slasher movie any day.
Any day of the week. See, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but I used to work at Lego in one of the shops, and there's obviously a lot of Lego Star Wars, and the kids would come in and would know every spaceship, every character,
Wow.
and I'd sort of learn them because the kids would come in and go, have you got so-and-so?
So you
And I'd be
worked at Legoland?
not Legoland, you know the little shops that they have in the shopping centres? So I worked at the one in Sheffield.
Okay.
When I was 18, when it first opened, I was like, my job title was brick specialist.
A brick specialist?
Yes, it was, yeah.
So did you just literally spend your whole days building Lego?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
I was 18, it was great. I loved working for them. Yeah.
Tell us, you know what? Tell us your dream jobs.
Yes.
Because my daughter's just applied for what I think is a dream job, and it's at the local dog trust.
Right.
Literally playing with dogs all day. I mean, who would? Yeah, our Charlotte would absolutely love that.
Love that.
I mean, that's just like the best job in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, I loved it. I was 18 and I just finished college, and I had dreams of going to drama school, and I failed. So I went at 18, so I went to Lego, worked in the shop, and I loved it there. And then I went to Butlins after that. It was a red coat. Happy days.
Happy days.
I've never really done a proper job in my life, if I'm honest. I've been very fortunate. I've never
You've
done a
just had
proper
fun
job.
jobs, haven't you?
I've touched wood. I've very fun jobs. Worked at Alton Towers, worked here, Flamingo Land.
Oh, did you say Alton Towers?
Yeah, I used to work at Alton Towers.
What did you do there?
I was just one of the performers. Just Alton Towers.
Ah.
Yeah. And I was saying to Craig, and who was I saying to Craig and somebody else the other day, I was some of the voiceovers on some of the attractions and monorail and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think my voice is still used at Alton Towers, so maybe if you go to Alton Towers, you may hear my voice on the monorail. Because I knew Ben before I came here, and I worked at a holiday park, and there used to be this thing with Guinness World Records.
Yeah.
And then I first met Ben because we were doing Panto together, and I said where I was working, and I'd been working with Ben's voice, because he'd done all these voiceovers for a full year before I'd even met him. So I knew who Ben was because I heard his voice for 12 months before I'd even met him.
That's funny, isn't it?
Crazy, isn't it? Really crazy.
I think we'd be quite shocked how many things that Ben's voice is on, actually. So,
Yeah.
right, so let's have a break there.
Yes.
Let people catch up with their cutting. I've got 4 shapes here because, believe it or not, that's the only shapes that you need in your actual card. And then we can just cut multiples of them. So I'll let you catch up on your cutting, and then we'll get making our mats and layers, and then we're going to get a bit creative with our prism glitter sprays as well.
Oh, I'm very excited for that. Guys, loads of love coming in for this. Remember, if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask us, get involved with the show. Comment below on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to check in with the wonderful Lorna Jane. How are we doing? Any questions, Lorna? How are we doing?
Getting templates sorted.
There we are. Templates. Perfect.
I made a mess of the first one, so I had to bring out a new card.
Perfect. Very good. Loving that. Loads of love coming in for this wonderful demo. Pammy, you got a tip. Hang on, Lorna's got a, going back. Breaking news. Lorna has a tip.
When we're doing the scoring, I've got a little tub and I've got some glycerine and some water and a sponge, and I put the scoring tool, just dab it on it slightly, and it helps when you're scoring the paper.
Oh, you see, I learn something new every day. And see what I love about it? It's that big family helping each other out all the time. Thank you very much, Lorna, for that one. Pammy on YouTube. Oh, I love Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, Marvel. I'm a bit of a geek. What can you say? Hey, we all are inside. Guys, we're going to give you some time to check up. Remember, we're talking about Club Inspire. If you're looking at me going, what on earth is Club Inspire? Here's Sarah to tell you more about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
How you doing? Welcome back to Crafters TV, brought to you by Crafters Companion. My name's George Akid. You join us in the middle of a craft along. Don't worry, this show is on YouTube forever and ever. So if you want to come back and watch it and you think, I'm halfway through, don't worry. Come back and watch us at any time. Save it into your playlist and watch the show over and over again. We're doing that wonderful craft along with those brand new mini dies that were launched on the 24th of January, over a month ago, with myself and Craig. Those brand new dies, that great collection. So much love for them because they're an incredible collection. £70.99, $84.95. You're saving yourself 25% on that full bundle. Remember, the Club Inspire offer for you as well. If you're platinum, £56.79, $67.96. A great collection. Remember, you can buy them individually, and they are available on that multi-buy, 3 for £12 or 3 for $15. The question is, which ones are you going to go for? Because there's so many great ones. Astrid on Facebook saying she loves that tip from Lorna J. We are joined by Lorna on Zoom. She's crafting along with us. Remember, you can get involved in the shows as well. If you want to get involved, any questions that you want to ask the wonderful Debbie Fisher about this craft or anything else, you may have something which is completely off topic in regards to crafting, get involved and we'll try very best. Just comment below on Facebook and YouTube and we'll answer those questions for you. Don't forget as well, Sanntangle are going to join us a little bit later in the studio. Some great deals for those. But this wonderful bundle, some great designs on this, maybe dragonflies, birthdays, you've got the baby's new home, the plant parent, the butterfly. I mean, so many butterflies at the minute, adore them. Happy birthday. Remember, they're all going to fit through your Gemini Mini. Perfect. A great design. And when we say mini, don't feel like they are small in size because they're going to pack a huge bounce into your crafting. Again, these have been, you may not have seen this bundle altogether, but I tell you what, you will have seen these dies used by our experts, because I can promise you now, they have been used at least once a day. And me and Craig said this, when they launched, there's time and time again, they're going to get used. That mini alphabet dies, the plants, the best wishes, the happy birthday, that butterfly, they're a really small die, but they're going to pack a massive impact, huge creative flair with these. And I think it's fair to say everyone has used these at some point in their crafting time. Right, Debbie Fisher, I mean, just talking about these dies, which one's your favourite?
Oh, it's got to be the dragonfly.
Yeah.
I love dragonflies. Yeah, in anything. I used to, for a long, long time, I used to love butterflies. And I still do. I think everybody loves a butterfly. The thing is, we always used to say, like, if you make a little crafty mishap, you could stick a bow or stick a butterfly on it. Yeah, so they're great. But I think there's something just really magical about dragonflies.
Yeah.
I think they're
They
lovely.
don't seem real, do they?
Yeah, absolutely. They've almost got that sort of fairy-esque about them, haven't they? So, yeah, quite like butterfly. But what I love about them is that having the whole set, there's always something you're going to go to. There's really good sentiments in there. There's an alphabet, full alphabet in there.
A perfect size
numbers,
as well.
yeah, which is amazing. So you're getting everything in there, and the sentiments are great. So it's a really good, comprehensive set just to have in your stash. They're the sort of dies that you would have in a little box on your desk all the time.
Yeah.
And if you just need a little embellishment to go onto something, that's what you would use. I think the home one as well is hugely popular.
I love that.
Yeah, we've got is it the sewing one we've got back in, because that's sold
that
out.
Is back
yes.
in stock.
So we've got that back in stock. So all those ones, are just really handy to have. Right, we're going to do our templates. Now, the great thing about this, it doesn't matter which side because it's double-sided cardstock. How beautiful is this? I mean, it's really lovely.
Gorgeous.
I absolutely love this. So we're just going to make our templates now. So basically, we're just going to draw around what we've already done.
Okay.
So nice and easy. So we're going to take each template and cut round it.
Lovely.
And what I love about this, by drawing round them, you cut just inside the lines, do it on your guillotine, and then you're going to get the perfect one every time. Now, we're going to do 2 of these, so I'm going to actually start by putting it next to here. And remember, because it's double-sided, I can just use the other side, so I won't see my pen markings on here.
Nice.
So just pop in that there. Oh, I can hear that wind blowing,
So
George.
strong, isn't it?
Really, really
Are you
strong.
anchored in? You got your heavy shoes on just to be safe?
Yeah,
Concrete.
I needed them this morning, yeah. I literally flew into the door. I've never, it was so funny. Yeah, Johnny wasn't very nice. He was just laughing at me. And then we're going to use, so we need 2 of those because we've got 2 of our triangle pieces, and then I've just got this one here. He's still laughing at me this morning.
Wow.
It probably was like something out of a comic, because it was quite funny. I was more worried about the door nearly flying off as I opened it. It actually cracked, and I really thought, oh my God, I've broke my door.
Can you imagine? Just stood there with the door in your hand. Hi, Sarah. I've just broken the door to a building.
Oh, can you imagine that? Right, so let's trim these ones down. So I'm going to take this in just on that main line, take that one off, and then we will cut that extra piece onto there. And then I'm just going to cut a slither off of that one, just so we know we get the right markings.
Yeah.
And then let's cut this one next. Now, if you can't see it properly, just cut a bit off where you know it's not going to go, and then you can line it back up in your guillotine.
Yeah.
So popping that into place. And then this one here, I think we need 2 of these ones. I've only done 1. So across there. But yeah, nice little tip about keeping these. And write on them as well. Write what it is for your double diamond card. Then you'll always know that you've got that template for those. So let's pop that out the way. And then, so we've got our middle section. We've got our side piece. We need another one of those side pieces. But first of all, let's cut our diamonds here. I'm just going to... Oh, look at that precision. I did that quite well there, even if I say so myself. So, and there we go. And then I'm going to cut these in half, so I know I get a... In fact, I'll see what I'm going to do. We're going to cut it along the bottom first, just so I know that I'm going to get that right down the centre.
Pamela was just asking, what paper is this again?
So this is from the Decadent Decor.
Right.
Yeah, it's a beautiful paper pad. It is on the show, so it's why we used it, because we haven't had it in for a while. But it is a beautiful pad.
Really is. I'll show you that.
Do you know what I love about this pad, George?
Yeah.
Is it's very masculine. So you can actually use it for a lot of male cards, which people struggle with.
Yeah. You can see there on the side of your screen, I'll show you the paper pads very, very shortly after we've had some more from Debbie. You're getting 2 paper pads in here, and you also get a ribbon selection as well within this collection today that we've got for you on the show. You're getting that wonderful collection that Debbie is using, the wonderful decadent decor, and you also get the summer sunset, plus ribbons to match as well.
I know.
Great little bundle that is.
Such an amazing bundle, yes. So we need one more of these. Let's see, I'm sure I've got a scrap piece that I can get this out of. So let's just draw around this one. Get our next piece. In fact, can we not, will it fit? Oh, it might do. Look, it might fit right into that corner there. Perfect. I do like using all my odds and ends. I'm quite frugal with papers.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are, aren't they, as well? You've got to be, because they're such good papers.
Absolutely. So popping that one in. And then that's our final piece.
Perfect.
Right, let's pop all them to the side. Clear up my rubbish. Just allowing people to catch up with their extra pieces.
Absolutely.
Right, do you want to do the paper? What is that now? Is it rain now?
I thought it was a fighter jet at one point. For goodness. Yeah.
Right, let's people catch up on those pieces. Then we're going to cut our little pieces, which I've got a horrible feeling I've just thrown mine in the bin, so I will dig that out and find it. So this is where you want to get to, and then we'll recap on those paper pads.
Absolutely. Gloria on Facebook. Hello, everyone from Shaydale. George, I'm so glad to see this exciting show. Should we take it? What do you want to look at, Johnny? Paper pads, let's do it. Let's do this because they are a great collection. Like we were saying, you're getting 2 paper pads within this collection, 30 sheets within each, 12 by 12 at 200 GSM. You're getting there the wonderful decadent decor, and you're also getting that sunset burst as well. Summer burst, should I say. And you're also getting the 2 sets of ribbons as well within this collection. Some great papers. Let me take you through the decadence first. A great collection, like Debbie was saying, double-sided. Again, that's the one that Debbie has been using. But what a beautiful collection it is. That wonderful gold metallic within it is just incredible. Oopsie daisy, that gold, there you are. Quick look at that. There's the gold there for you as well. I like to call this the Ben Mosby shirt collection. There's a bit metallic in this, which is perfect as always. And then again, double-sided for you. Then you're also going to be getting as well the wonderful summer sunset. Again, that beautiful metallic collection as well for you. I mean, you can see this shining already. What a great little collection this is. Just some great colours, double-sided, beautiful collection that you're absolutely going to love every single time you use that. Also, you're going to get the ribbons as well in 2 great selections of colours. Those wonderful sunset colours and those colours to match that decadent as well. £34.50, $44.50, a 30% saving. Adding to that your Club Inspire discount at £27.60, $35.60. You've also got this great option as well for luxury mixed card stock as well. 67 sheet collection, £39.97, $47.88. A great collection in there. You're getting a bit of everything. That masquerade. You're getting in there the wonderful Bell Countryside. Again, so much within that. £31.98, $38.30 for you today. We've also as well got that wonderful Xyron machine. It is back in stock. Guys, I'm going to tell you now, please get it. It's been out of stock for so long. It's finally back in stock and you guys are going crazy for it as always. A great little machine, I mean little machine again, but it's going to give you so much. It makes, as you were saying, Debbie, anything into a sticker.
It will go into sticker, and even things like buttons, gems, that sort of thing, your bows, you can put it all through there and it will give it that adhesion on the back, and you can stick it on. And I'm going to show you a little tip on how to really get your adhesive into the back of it so it sticks like perfectly, and I'm going to use the Gemini to do it.
Very nice. You'll say £9.99, $13.99. Remember that Club Inspire price, £7.99, $11.19. Right, let's crack on with the next part of our incredible craft along. Loads of love for this. I can't wait to see what you guys are making at home. What's next, Debbie?
Yeah, so we're going to carry on. So this time we've got our little piece left, which we're going to use that blue card, which is what we got out. Now you do need a few of these, so you actually need 8 of these. So we're going to just again start tracing round them. It's what I really love about the craft alongs, because it means that we can do all these and just we can all do it in real time. And that makes a massive difference because people aren't rushing. We can recap on things. We can take our time to actually get these templates done. Now, what I would say is you want, while I'm doing this, we want 4 which are going to be one way round, and then we want to do them the opposite way round.
Right.
Because we've got like a mirror image, if you like. So once I've done these 4, we can then turn, oh, I think, no, I have done it the right way. We will, I'll show you what I mean in a second.
Okay.
So draw around 4 to start with, and then we're going to trim them out because what we want is the backs of them.
Right.
So again, put it through. You can use scissors if you want to. So in fact, if you find it easier just to cut your lines without putting it through your guillotine, then absolutely go ahead and do that. So let's just, I'll do it in 2 different ways so you can see. Because sometimes it can be quite hard to line up smaller elements when you're putting them through your guillotine. So it's just nice to have them in your, just by using your scissors. I'm not very good with scissors.
You're not?
No, I'm not very good at cutting in a straight line, even on a straight line. I don't know why and what it is with me and scissors. I have to really concentrate because I always feel like I'm going to go off the line.
Yeah. You're doing very good, Debbie.
I didn't do too bad there, did I?
Very well, proud of you.
I almost look like an expert.
Just do it professionally this job.
Right, so that's our 4 pieces. So what I want to make sure is we're going to turn them all round so I'm not seeing any of my lines. So all of these are the same, well, they're not the same shape. This is what I was saying when I think I was turning this as I went along. Because what we want to do is make sure that we have, so those 2 are the same and those 2 are the same. So I want the same again. And the reason being, if I bring in this template here, we need ones that are going to go here.
I see.
But the one with the same shape will not go that side. So
No.
if I turn that over, although I can't really see my lines there, so, yep, so I think we're okay to do that. So I'm going to stick them in as we go along, and then we know we're getting exactly the right shape.
Perfect.
So I'm going to bring in Gloria and use my little glue bottle. Oh, I just stabbed myself then. I've never done that before.
Well, we get first aid. Johnny's on standby. He's running in.
Right, let's...
Who would, yeah, you've got a choice between Jake, Johnny and John.
Oh,
It's
how
the
can I
first
decide
aid,
on
yeah.
that? How can I possibly decide? All our gorgeous boys under one roof. You were saying that you had an all-male day the other day with
Right.
visible
Lads,
image.
lads.
Lads Day. Can only imagine the talk of that day.
We were talking about pens,
Pens, yeah.
glitter,
Stamps.
crafts, nails,
Shoes.
shoes. Hey, I look good in a pair of heels.
Can you walk in heels?
Yeah. My dad's ever so proud. I can. So, do you know what? I would say this because obviously I do panto and I wear heels sometimes. I've been to some dodgy shops. I'm going to tell you now. Before the internet, I was going to, you know, before you can get more accessible places, you're going to places in Blackpool and Brighton that would make your eyes water to get some size 12 high heels. Size 12 high heels.
Can you actually buy some? Well, I suppose you could.
Yeah, you can buy
Do you
them.
not have to get them like specifically made for that size?
No, there are some places which make them for the larger foot and the wider foot. That's the problem. Because Charlotte went, you're a size, the other day said you're a size 11. I am a size 11, but I have to get a size 12 because I've got a wide foot. So you have to get them comfy. But as they tend to be made a bit different for a man and have a bit more of a bracket on the heel so they can support the weight of a 20-stone man on a pair of on a pair of heels.
So I have to say, so you know, we went to watch Ant and Dec. So
Yes.
any of our US viewers, Ant and Dec are like our sort of celebrity comedian sort of
Yeah.
duo, aren't they? And they dressed up as drag queens. And they both walked amazingly in high heels. Yeah, I thought they did it ever so well.
It's the best. My calves, I once did 8 weeks in heels and a panto. My calves were amazing. I had the most toned calves I have ever had. from
See, I
wearing-
don't wear heels. Maybe I should because I've not even thought about that toning your calf.
What do you think I'm wearing underneath here, Debbie? You can see behind them, I do.
I thought you looked tall today.
Oh, it's all me.
Right, so I've glued all these ones in, so I'm just going to make sure that I get the right way. So I'm going to, I want this that way, so I'm going to turn it the opposite way because it will then not show my lines. So popping that into place. So it's just about taking your time and just popping them down. I'm going to do this one the opposite way. And then do those. I mean, if you were clever, you could just hold this. So what we could do is just hold this into place. And then you could just cut round it if you wanted to. But I just think that if you want precision, it's just an easy way just to cut them out.
Absolutely. Pammy on YouTube, it's a talent, George. I'm wobbly on heels unless they are a low heel.
I didn't hear that.
Pammy says it's a talent, George. I'm wobbly on heels unless it's a low heel.
Yeah, I'm a bit wobbly on heels. Although, and I'm not actually a shoe person because I like my bags. I prefer bags to shoes actually, and I'm one of these people that only get shoes if I need them. So like if they wear out, then I'll get myself another pair. But I have to say, when I was away in York, I forgot to take my heels, so I only had boots with me, and we were obviously going out for Valentine's night. Yeah. So I had to buy for. And would you believe it? I actually met someone that I knew there, which was really all the places to go. And then I thought, and he had actually worked down at Create and Craft. It was actually Debbie Shaw's son, Tyler, and I met him in the pub.
So how did you walk on the cobbles in York in heels?
Well, so this is the story, see. So I then went into a shop, thought I've got to buy some shoes. And unfortunately, they were amazing, these shoes. I loved them. But they had them in a really bright pink as well as the black, which went... So I ended up buying 2 pairs of shoes.
Well, I think you've got to do it, do it, haven't you?
Yeah, so then went... Oh, wrong one. Went out for the night and literally, when I checked my heels the next day, the whole of the bottom of the heel had come off. They'd just worn off because of the cobbles.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I've got to get them re-heeled. Brand new pair of shoes, only wore once. And, yeah, so the moral of this story is don't go in your high heels on the cobbles of York.
Pair of sturdy shoes.
So our Johnny's just said about Pop World. We actually went into Pop World, yes. Even a lady of my age.
The tunes, get the tunes in. 2 for 1 on the Jaeger bombs.
I know, it was so good.
Love
and
it.
actually, do you know what was nice, George, is just getting out.
Yeah.
Like you forget now that everything's getting back to normal, can actually go out. I mean, obviously still be careful, but it was just lovely to just be able to go out and meet people. And we actually met another couple that were out as well. Yeah. And it was just lovely, really nice.
Perfect. Oh, very happy days.
I know, exactly.
And you said you've got a holiday booked, haven't you? Sure, you're going on holiday soon?
I've got far too much booked, George. It's like fitting it in now. Yeah. So in March, we're off to the coast, to Great Yarmouth.
Love Great Yarmouth.
For just a weekend in a caravan. Yep. And then in May, we're off to Cape Verde for a week. And then we're off to Cornwall a week after we get back from Cape Verde. I hadn't even, well actually, see, they've just said how have I been allowed all this holiday off. We booked them and I didn't realise they were so close together. And then when I looked, so I sort of grovelled and said, I'm so sorry, but I've only got a week back and then I'm back on holiday again. But they were really good. They let me have it. So it was good. It was good. And then I think that's it actually. And then we've got lots of concerts booked. So going to watch Duran Duran.
Oh, Duran Duran.
I know. I literally cannot wait. I'm so excited to see that. And and I didn't buy the tickets. It was a gift. But they've got the Golden Circle tickets. And I've never been in the Golden Circle
What's
to
the
a
Golden
concert. Circle?
It's
like right at the front, so it's got a specific area, yeah. So, to watch Duran Duran in Hyde Park in London.
Oh, very nice. My mum's going to see Ali Campbell next week.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, UB40 fame. She's very excited.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for that for a while, yeah.
And it's just things like that, isn't it? Just getting back to normal.
I know. I went to last year I went to see Come From Away in the West End, and I was like, oh my goodness, there's people in a theatre.
I know.
Sat around. And I worked in the theatre. Do you know what? Doing the first show back in a theatre at Christmas, you sort of went, oh, I've missed this. when everyone was there. You know, it was all a bit up in the air, but it was just very nice. Everyone was having a bit of a laugh and
Oh, I know.
having a bevy.
It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, really nice. We've been this year to see Woman in Black
Great show.
and Les Mis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, both just amazing. And like you say, it's just nice to get back in the theatre, isn't it?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and nice that they're still going.
I know.
I mean, it's been a tough couple of years, hasn't it?
Has indeed.
Right, there we go. So we've got that one in. And then what we're going to do is use our other pieces to then pop that inside. So we're going to stick these pieces in. And then we'll have a break once we've stuck these in so you can catch up on all your sticking. So I am, for these, just going to use my tape pens, but you can use your normal tacky glue.
Yep.
So let's pop these in. So nice and easy. And pop that on the inside. It's the only trouble with double-sided cardstock, isn't it? You always feel like you're wasting a side.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you've got the same pattern on these,
Yeah,
which is quite nice.
Sometimes that doesn't really happen, does it? Because sometimes
No.
we get different patterns. You go, oh, which side am I going to use for this paper?
So this is great for making boxes and that, because if you want the same pattern on the outside as the inside, they're going to look amazing.
And it's 250 GSM, so it's still quite thick card. Sorry,
Oh, it is, yeah.
200 GSM. So still a thick cardstock.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really nice weight in cardstock. So just pop. Oh, I think I don't want to stick that way either. I think this one is a slight bit out. I'm not even going to worry though. Don't worry if your triangles aren't right. You can either trim them to size, but actually it doesn't really matter because we can cover some of those up. And then we'll do our next one. Just going to check this one before I pop that down. Put that one into there. Oh, it's gone silent. Never.
I know.
I was like, oh, I was really concentrating. I thought I'm not normally really quiet. I was like,
know.
oh, it's gone really, really silent then.
Well, that's what happened when Sanntangle come back in the studio, because you know what it's like. They
Ah,
start.
it puts you in a Sanntangle coma, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Right, so our last little two pieces. Now, obviously, if you wanted to, you can decorate the back, and you can use your templates to cut them in as well. But for now, we're just going to pop all of these into place. So now we've done our main card base, we can then start die cutting and doing a little bit of mixed media with our prism inks.
Love this.
So there we go. So once you've got to that stage, all this then folds in. So these two pieces fold in, and then these two pieces, and then that gives you your main card blank.
Looking great, and you know, not long take at all. I mean, we've been chatting a little bit, but you can easily do that in no time at all. Let's check in with our wonderful Lorna Jane. How are we doing, Lorna? Are we keeping up? Look at, I can see a little preview. There we are.
Oh, that looks so pretty. What lovely papers as well.
Yeah, I'm dreaming about spring today.
Yeah,
It's
dreaming about
horrible weather outside.
Yeah, I can imagine. Looking great, Lorna. Perfect. So, we'll give you a little break. We're going to give you guys a little break as well. Remember, if you've got any questions that you want to ask us about the show, get involved with the wonderful show. Comment below, Rachel's on the socials, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you may have for me, for Debbie, about life in general. Get in touch. We'll see you in a few short moments.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
Yes, get your plastic shims now. Debbie, do you want to show us a plastic shim quickly? We're just liking Debbie, because Debbie's wearing the exact same shirt. Oh, like she went, I'm wearing the same top. Here it is. Oh my God, there's the plastic shim. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. What a plastic shim. We're going to get in trouble. Guys, we've got some great deals for you as well on the Clear Overlay Sparkle 6-pen collection. Now remember, I'm showing you here you get a pack of the overlay pens absolutely free. You're getting 2 of the wonderful glossy highlights, and you're getting 2 packs of the sparkle pens. You're getting the sparkle pens absolutely, the second pair, should I say, absolutely free. So 3 pens for £24.97, $30.85. And remember your Club Inspire discount on top of that. A great deal at £19.98, $24.68, a saving of over 30%. A great deal for you as well. Also, as well, with your metallic as well. These are always good. We love our metallic markers. Again, I know so many of you do. There's 3 different sets for you. You're getting one of the sets absolutely free. Starting off here with the antique elements, you've also got the rare minerals, and you are getting the wonderful precious metals absolutely free. 30% saving. Again, some great collections for you on these today for you. Again, some great colours that you can absolutely, the amethyst, the blue topaz, jade green, citrine, red garnet, pink quartz, gold plate, gold nugget, burnished copper, antique bronze, pewter and silver ingot, something like that. And also as well the antique elements, ancient bronze, aged copper, rose gold, tarnished silver, vintage satin, antique pearl. Great collection for you at £19.18, $27.12. A great collection and a great saving. It is our craft along, all about these brand new mini dies launched on the 24th of January. Myself and Craig. Make sure you watch that show back if you want to learn more about them. Some great ideas with these mini dies. You can get the full set today at 96 different elements, £70.99, $84.95. Alternatively, you can buy them individually, and that multi-buy 2 for £12, $15. Or 3 for £12, $15. Excuse me, how dare I? I'm so sorry. Forgive me, Debbie, forgive me.
I forgive you.
Thank you. Right, let's have a look. What have you been shaking up over there?
I know, I'm shaking, giving it a little shake. So I love these. If anyone has not seen these before, they're by Hunky Dory. They are absolutely incredible. What I love about them is they're very quick to use. They never sort of clog up. They have the amazing sort of glimmer about them.
Yeah.
So when you look at the bottom of them, you can't really tell that because I've been shaking it. So you can see on this one a bit, it's more of a sort of opaque finish. What you want is you want to shake it till that opaque. In fact, there's a little bit, so on the blue we can see there, can you see a little bit of the opaque there? Now it's got a Bulgarian in them. You want to shake them until all of that sort of mixes up. Yeah. So that will mix up all that glitter inside there, and it's really fine, right, ultra fine glitter that's inside them. It has to be ultra fine because we're asking it to come out of the little nozzle, so we don't want that to clog up. So make sure you do give them a good shake.
Yeah.
And then you can see as you start to mix them, the bit at the bottom here will start to all blend in. So once that's all done, they're ready to use, okay? Now, all we're going to do is take them. Now, I'm using a piece of cream cardstock because it's a 12 by 12. It doesn't matter what colour you use. You can use a white piece of card. You just fill this with whatever you want to do it with. So literally take it away from, we might have to see where I'm putting it to start with. So having it at the top, that's it, yeah. You don't want to go too near. You don't want to go right at the bottom. You actually want to just sort of spray it. You see, look at the colour that you're getting on there straight away. You're getting the most amazing colour. So you just literally spritz, and you don't need loads. That's like a really small amount of spritz, yeah, which is amazing. And then we're going to take the blue and we're going to go in with the blue. Now, if you want to, you can do bigger splodges, but I just like to look at this, just enabling you to do all these different colours onto there. Looks incredible. And I'm going to go in with a little bit more with our lilac, just from a sort of angle there. I didn't need that big bit. What I love about doing it on a big surface is not only do you get extra pieces of card that you can have, it just looks amazing. And then if I don't know if we can probably pick that up, but the shine on here, you probably can't actually because we are getting a shine from the card as well, but that is incredible. So anyone that likes their mixed media, they will absolutely love this. The other thing you could do with them, you can paint with them. They're water-based, so there's lots of different techniques you can do with them. You could just spritz it onto your actual glass mat and you can use them to paint with. The more you put on, you can actually create even more depth, which is amazing. They are great to die cut as well. So once you spritz where you want it, you can then start using your die cuts out of it. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to use my heat tool just to dry it off. It doesn't take long. In fact, it's pretty dry, to be honest. It's touch dry, but it does need drying just a little bit more because I do want to actually die cut it and trim into it. So I'm just using some of my, my heat tool. But look at that blue coming through there now. It looks absolutely incredible. So many, and there's loads of colours in this. So look at the colours that you want. Now, you don't have to use your Prism Glimmer Mist. You can use whatever you've got in your stash. You might even just want to use some of your just everyday cardstock. It really doesn't matter. I just thought it would give a sort of little bit of a mixed media sort of style to this. Now, the first thing I want to do is we want to trim this down, and I'm going to bring in some gold because I thought this rustic, so this is our 12 by 12 luxury gold pack, which has got the pearlized gold and the glitter gold in it, which is encapsulated glitter. So this is a great one to use for mats and layers, and I just thought it would work really well because we've got this sort of old gold going through our actual card design on there. If you're using different colours, like Lorna Jane is using, is it Lorna Jane? Yes, I got it right. I thought, as I said it, I thought, oh no, I don't want to get your name wrong. Yes, then just use cards that coordinate with whatever you're using. So what we're going to do is trim our gold cardstock to 4 by 2 inches. So let's get our 2 inches here. And in fact, I'm just going to double check that. I might need it a bit more. Let's see. Just there. 2 1/4 inches.
Lovely.
So 2 1/4 inches, and we're going to do that by 4 inches.
Pam's asking on YouTube, are the prisms ones like the Mica Mists by Tonic, are they similar to that? I don't have any prism sprays.
Yeah, so I've never used the Tonic ones.
Yeah.
I've only ever used these ones. I'm assuming they're pretty much similar.
Is it?
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah. I don't know what the Tonic ones are called. I have to be honest, I've never used the Tonic ones. These are just the ones that my go-to, so I use these ones. But yes, I think if you've got some of the others, they will all do the same sort of thing. They're all misters, aren't they, that create a background, so which is fun.
Patty's asked on YouTube, on the Glimmer Mist, how do you stop it from clogging?
So I haven't had one that's clogged. The only thing I think is you need to shake them really well. I think if you don't shake them and you're spraying them, you might the mica that you've got at the bottom here might get then clogged up. That's all I can think of if they're clogging. If not, take this top piece off. That will disconnect. Run it under warm water. Give it a clean out.
Perfect. Perfect.
Right, so once we've done that, we then need to cut this one to the size to matten layer. So I'm going to take it up to where we've got some sort of more bigger pieces, and we're going to cut this one. So that was 2 1/4. We're going to cut this to 2 inches.
Lovely.
So 2 inches, and then we want this by 3 3/4.
Great stuff.
Quite like that bit of blue splodge
Yeah.
that's in there. So let's have that, and then we can trim the bottom piece down. So 3 3/4, and that's going to mat nicely right inside our card here. Okay.
If you are looking at those Prism Glimmer Mist, don't forget there's loads more on the website from Honky Dory. Head to the website now, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk, loads of colours. Click Shop the Show, and you can see the full range available on the website.
I've lost my, oh there they are, I've lost my templates. So what I also want to do is create just some little sort of eye-catching panels as well. So I want to use the tops of these to create my panels on here. So my first one I want to use onto here. So all I'm going to do is cut my panel. We're just going to put the corner there to that edge onto one of these. And then I want to just use that going across. I want to do that twice because we want to be able to use that corner. So I'm going to pop that onto here. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. All I'm trying to do is create triangles that are going to fit inside there. So that one I know is going to fit. That's exactly the same as that one there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not very pointy, that one, is it? But I'm not going to, well, I am going to worry, so I am going to do it. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's just pop that back onto there and just cut that piece off, just so I get my point at the top.
Yeah.
So just trimming that one down and to that point. And then all I want to do is make sure that we've got them going straight across. So I'm going to use my glass mat. So use a point on your glass mat where you place them down, and then just making sure that they go evenly to each side. You can then just put a little mark along the bottom, and then we can just cut that across those marks. And all this is going to do is going to create those panels for our sides. So just across there.
Great
and
stuff.
then if I bring my card in, so what I'm trying to do is create a panel here at the top and a panel on this side. And then we're going to do the same to fill in those panels. We're going to use these pieces, and we want them slightly smaller so we can just cut them down once you've got your little inside piece. So let's cut that to shape, and then we can go around and just trim that a bit smaller.
Brilliant.
So all I'm going to do is move that across, and we're going to, so you've got a little edge on each side.
Yeah.
And then all we're going to do is trim that across there, and that just makes that slightly smaller, which will matten layer on the inside.
Great stuff.
It's just a nice, easy way of getting your mats and layers.
Really is,
just
isn't it? I like that. Nice and simple.
Really nice and simple.
Love that. Don't forget that the wonderful Sandra is going to be here from Sanntangle. I know you guys are already excited about that, and loads of you getting your things ahead of the website. Things are selling out. Head to the website, crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. If you want to be like David Robinson, who's bought everything.
I know she has. I don't know how Debbie's going to get time to do it,
No.
I have to be honest. But I admire her because I think she will do it. She'll mind you, Debbie doesn't sleep.
No.
I think she'll just do it at night time when she's not sleeping.
She's like a, I would say vulture, not vulture. Like a, what's a,
An owl?
An owl, thank you. Not
I think an owl's a little bit different
not
to
a
a vulture.
vulture.
I think you owe Debbie an apology.
I love
you know,
her, really.
you Barnsley lads and girls, you have
know.
to stick together.
She's called me a lot worse off there. You should hear what she's called me off there.
Right, so let's get rid of all our workings. Still keep this because we're going to use these to die cut. So in fact, I'm just going to cut some panels out of here.
Yeah.
So I'm just using these as that will fit through in my mini. So you just want them no more than 3 inches. Let's just cut a couple out here and pop those to the side. Right, so we can start putting our pieces together. So we've got our, what did I just do with that? You know what I've done, George?
What have you done?
I just went and cut up the triangles out of the piece that I'd already cut. Let's just give that a little trim again, shall we? See, it's already, I've already cut that to size there, and then that was 4 inches. There we go. Didn't take long. Didn't take long. I wasn't really watching what I was doing then. So we're going to mat and layer these sections. So what I would use now is your tacky glue. It's the one that's going to stick really well. You don't want to use your all-purpose because it's a solvent-based glue.
Right.
And the solvent-based glue will actually take the shine off of your glitter card.
Oh, okay.
Where tacky glue is water-based. So a water-based glue will just, it doesn't matter if it sort of splurges out the side a little bit.
Yes.
And also it does get right in the fibres of the glitter card.
Perfect. If you want all the glues, are there for you on the side of the screen. 2 all-purpose glues, 2 tacky glues, 2 3D glue gels at £20, $35. A huge saving there for you.
Wow, that's
Club Inspire,
amazing.
great price, isn't it?
Yeah,
Club
that's
Inspire
really
price £16, $28, a 40% saving, guys. What a great little treat for yourself to add into your basket today.
That's amazing. Like, I've never seen a glue bundle like that
I
with
know.
all our glues, 2 of each.
I had a word and they've sorted it out for me.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
we knew you knew why
No.
we wanted you up here, George.
You know what I mean? And you also get the tools for the glue gel as well.
Wow,
The,
that's even
Yeah,
better.
absolutely.
And by tools, we mean, so anyone that's new, you get a syringe in there, so you can actually put your glue gel in a syringe. Plus you get your little twirly bottom, which I use one of mine for my toothpaste at home. So
Cool.
yeah, I have a bit of a thing about toothpaste not being squeezed
Yeah.
from right down. I don't like people that squeeze from the top. Why do people do that? Do you
Well,
do that, George?
No, Debbie, I've invested in my life. I now buy the toothpaste in a little pump.
No.
It's not overpriced, you see, Charlotte, because what you do
I didn't even know
is
they'd
you
done
go
that.
to like Home Bargains, a shop where it's cheaper, £1. I pay for £1 and get a nice thing, little pump.
But is it good toothpaste?
Colgate Max White.
I'm very pleased about that. See, I like my Sensodyne, I'm afraid. Do they do
Yeah, I
Sensodyne?
see. I do like a Sensodyne, yeah.
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 Yeah, I've tried different ones and I don't get sensitive teeth anymore, so yeah.
Welcome back to the award-winning Craft-Alongs. So wait, sensitive teeth and toothpaste.
I'm sure there must be a way to use toothpaste on our crafting.
Yeah, if you want to use shaving foam, but a minty smell.
Yeah, well, it'd be a bit sticky. It'd smell nice though, wouldn't it?
It smell lovely.
Smell very nice. So all I'm going to do with these two, these are going to fit into our top pieces here, and then we're going to leave this one to decorate our inside of the card. So I'm just going to stick these ones down, and then just let people catch up on that then,
Yeah.
George, and then we will do some more of our little die cutting then.
Perfect. Loads of you get in touch today's show. Jill Crafts on Facebook. Debbie and George. Debbie showed some makes earlier. They were lovely. Debbie and George. Debbie, because you put both Debbies. Debbie and George. Debbie showed some makes earlier. They were lovely.
Some makes.
Yeah. I haven't got any samples. What do you mean, Jill Crafts on Facebook?
Yeah, tell us.
Wait, you tell me.
Oh, would you like to see some samples maybe?
Or maybe.
Maybe.
From the Mini. I'm sure we can show you some of those, if that's maybe what you want. Yeah.
Right, we're going to finish there then,
Yeah.
George, and then we will do our die cutting.
Yeah, absolutely. Debbie sent in some Sanntangle pictures. Oh, I see. Debbie Robinson.
Oh, Debbie Robinson, 'cause
I
we were talking
see.
about Debbie, yes.
Yeah,
oh, so
she's-
she did do some.
Ah, well, we'll see if we can get, maybe a bit, yeah, if Charlotte's got one, maybe she'll show them in a little bit. While we're looking for those, let's remind you of these great deals we've got for you on the mini die collection. A great deal. Remember this one that was launched on the 24th of January? Myself and Craig, come back and watch that show at any point, with the wonderful 96 different elements, 19 different collections. Baby, alphabets, numbers, emoticons, parties, congratulations, happy birthday, plant parent, new home, sewing, tags, butterfly, dragon, fairy, special friend, just for you, best wishes, with love, pets. There is something for everybody within that collection. I think there's going to be a card for every occasion within that bundle. Gift tags. I mean, we're talking about making little stencils out of these, using these on your background. So much you can do with these at £70.99, $84.95. You're going to get that full collection with all those different dies. Again, a great deal. Remember that multi-buy option again. 3 for £12, $15. I mean, you're looking at it there. There's something there for everybody. Just Debbie's just doing her hair, don't mind us. Again, with the sewing one, you've got the scissors in there. Now, imagine, we talked about this when they were launched, imagine making a card for somebody who's a hairdresser or a dog groomer, or you can use them alongside the new pets. Again, make it personal. You're going to be able to use these time and time again. And the alphabets, Craig's idea, because they all fit onto that one sheet, pass them through your Gemini all in one same time and make a stack of letters in different colours, and then you've got them to hand every single time. You've also, remember, got that original collection which launched a few months ago. Again, what inspired the rest of these brand new mini dies. They've got something for everybody in here. A great collection, £36.35. $54.35. It's starting off with the Fluttering By, again, another great butterfly. The Beautiful Blooms collection, the Dragonfly Dreams, Garden Friends. You've got the Party Time, Over the Rainbow, and Tea Party. Again, a brilliant collection, and there's going to be something in there for every occasion. Adding that with that brand new bundle, wow, you're going to have something every single time. A lot of you going crazy for the Xyron machine because it is incredible. It makes your whatever you pass through to it a sticker. There is so much love for it. It's sold out and it is back in stock. If you're wanting to get it, please do not sit on it. You can see it here. You can pass your things through. It's going to allow you to make that wonderful stickiness and make your crafting, a bit more easy with the adhesive. It's been used time and time again. I know Debbie loves it. I know Craig loves his. I think every crafter loves their Xyron machine. £9.99, $13.99. Also going to get your Club Inspired discount on that. The platinum price at £7.19, £7.99, $11.19. That can be yours today. A lot of love for this day, guys. It's sold out, and I would hate for you to miss out on this again. So if you want to get it, make sure you add it into your basket today. Right, Debbie, what are we going to do next?
Right, well, I just sprayed a little bit more blue because I wanted to make this a little bit more vivid because we're going to cut them out. So I literally just give it another spritz over the top and I'm just going to quickly dry those off. It just means that we can then use this to die cut out. But I love the colours that you get in here, and it doesn't matter which colours you put on. They all look lovely. They're all layerable. They look I mean, look at that. You get that
Beautiful.
real sort of shine in there and those sort of different tones of purples and blues. So let's pop that to the side, and then let's bring in our Gemini Mini. Now, for anyone that's not seen our Gemini Mini, it's the smallest machine that we do. It's a hand crank machine. It was brought to us because you at home requested a small machine like this. It's amazing because it has a 3-inch mouth and a 6-inch platform. Now, the best thing about the Mini, and I don't think there's another machine like it, is it has one platform. So anyone that gets confused sometimes with how you put your different platforms in, you haven't got to worry with the Mini. You have 4 cutting plates on here, so make sure you use them all. Turn and rotate them all the time. And all we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of card that we've got, we're going to pop that straight into here, and then we're going to let's take our butterfly to start with. So using that butterfly, we are going to cut straight in to that folder. So just popping it onto there, fold it over. You've got really good little suckers on the bottom here, which will suck down onto your glass mat. If you are aware, I remember when this first came out, I was using it when I went away. So when I was flying, I used to put it on the little tray in front, and I could do my crafting while I was on the plane.
Brilliant.
So pop that to the side, but look at that, and you get sort of the most amazing die cut straight away. But look at that, we're getting that in that sort of speckled effect, which is absolutely stunning. So we've got all those bits, and you can see, so it may be a little machine, but it really does pack a mighty punch, and that's because it has the Gemini name to it. So we're then going to I'm just going to use the opposite side, and we're going to do some of these other die cuts.
Yeah.
So I've got my happy birthday, special friend, and that beautiful dragonfly, which I absolutely adore. So let's just pop these so I know where they all are and where to put them back onto. So onto there. So let's use our dragonfly to start with. I want an actual cream one. So we're just going to cut this out in cream because this is the one that we want to put over our panel. Now remember, if you're left or right-handed, all you do, turn it round. If you're left-handed, you've got it goes backwards and forwards. So even though it's not got a reverse function, it's reversible in itself because you can put it either way through the machine. And then let me grab my pokey tool. And just release our little die. And there we go, you've got your gorgeous dragonfly. I mean, that's perfect for paper piecing as well, if you wanted to do that. But the fact that these are quite small, intricate dies, but we can cut them through our mini. So I've cut on that a couple of times. I'm now going to turn and rotate it, so we're going to cut on the inside. Keep doing that when you are using it, because you don't want your folders. The folders is going to last you a long time, and even when they start to bend, they still work, because it just means you've got lots of cuts through there, which is absolutely fine. So let's do our happy birthday. Let's find another piece of our card. Just cut that on the top. In fact, we can do both. Let's do our special friend and happy birthday. Perfect. What I love about these as well, the fonts on here are all different. Yeah, nice. They're not all the same. Normally when you get a collection of things, you'll get the same font throughout, but actually these are all very different. So this is what I was saying, I'm going to take that through, not because I need to, but just to show you, if you want to do a double cut, it takes no time at all. Also, I use mine on top of my Gemini, so it means that you don't have to take up any more space to what you're already taking up. So I'm just going to pop these pieces out. Now this is a really delicate die. Look at this, all those little pieces inside pop out, no problem whatsoever. So it really is an amazing machine. We've only just got the Gemini Mini back, haven't we? Because we were out of stock for a while. It's the most used machine, I think, for all of us, because it's the one that's very quick, that you can just grab. And when you think about dies, I would say a good 70 to 80% of dies would fit through the MIDI.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's so many. When you think about a 3 by 6 inch, it's quite a big space. So I'm just going to pop these back so I know that I'm putting them all in the right place and back in the right packets. There we go. So we've got all our die cuts. Right, now comes the fun part. Right. Let's bring in our Xyron machine. So this is, I mean, you know how much we talk about our Xyrons all the time. They're super easy. It's got a little arrow at the top there that you can just see in the light. Yeah, I think we can just pick that, there we go, that arrow up there. So we know exactly where we can put them in. You literally just feed your die cuts into the machine, and once you get to the bottom, it won't go anywhere. You've got this tab here. Pull it, and as you pull, just make sure that that takes that through there. Doesn't want to, doesn't want to pull through. There we go. Pulls through eventually. So as that pulls through, this goes onto this part. Right. I'm going to put all of them through actually, so we can see them going in. And actually, I'm not going to put we could put the dragonfly through. I want to, you'll be better with it. You won't pull it through. You'll start to do them before you put them all through. Yeah, I don't want to put them through because we want to have them freestanding. All you then do, you want to give that sort of a short pull, just like that. And it's like pulling a plaster off because it's got like a jagged edge there, so that will pull up against there. And then what I'm going to do, I've wasted so much of that, so I do apologise. Now, if you warm this up, so between your fingers, it heats up the glue, it makes it more stickier, and it will go right onto the back. But the thing that we have learned with the Xyrons over the years is if you use it like an embossing folder, so I'm going to show you, and you'll see in fact, I'm going to do it 2 different times so you can see the difference. So you can see at the back there, and then you can see at the back of this one as well. So you can't really sort of see them. Now, it's a really good tip about putting the adhesive and making it really sticky. So let's use one that's, there we go, that you can see. And then we're going to place that over the top. So that's our rubber mat. So we've got our cutting plate, our rubber mat, plastic shim, top plate. And I'm going to send that through my Gemini. Right. Now what that does is it really embeds the adhesive onto the die, and then the other adhesive will go onto the backing sheet, and it means that you don't get sort of sticky, stringy parts that come away. So you can see the difference here. Yes. That one you can see is really stuck onto the back here, where this one hasn't. So we're going to do exactly the same with that, so you'll be able to see. And then my other little tip is when you take off your backing sheet, so you've got a little tiny hangover part here which comes away. So you can tell that comes away no problem at all. All the rest of your sticky adhesive is on that sheet. Then what I know to do, I roll the back away. And when you roll the back away, especially with small dies, it just comes away, no problem whatsoever. And then that is ready to stick down when we need it to. So we're going to bring this part in. So this is our piece that's going to go on the inside.
Yeah.
That will just peel away, but that's a complete sticker now. And then we're just going to place that onto the bottom here. I mean, look how nice that then looks. Now, instead of rubbing that down, turn it over. I'm just going to use either the back of your scissors or your scoring tool just to rub that down. And then when you go over the top, there's nothing, no residue, no stickiness that's coming out. You've got a sticker, and that's going to last you for a very long time. It's not going to go anywhere. No. It's literally stuck fast now on there. And then this one, because I do want my wings to protrude a bit, so what I'm going to do is use my pokey tool just to give them a bit of shape. And then I'm going to bring in my little Gloria here, and we're going to use her to pop on the back. So all I'm going to do is stick the little blobs of glue. You can, I mean, obviously use your sticker maker if you want to adhere the whole thing, but because I only want to put this one on, we're just going to pop this onto here. And all it's doing is just creating sort of your own little toppers, really. That's what these dies are great for, is creating toppers that you can put inside your card. And that just looks really effective, doesn't it, when you've got that just that background. So let's do our other one here and pop that into place. Oh, it's right in front of me. So let's bring in our card. And again, thought the roof was going to fly then.
I was gripping down then, I was ready to blow off.
I think the wind must be blowing a different way to what it was the other week, because when a storm Etna hit last week, was it? You could hear the roof, like the roof really felt like it was going to come off. Yeah. But it hasn't really felt like that today. So I'm wondering if it's blowing in a different direction. So this one we're going to use just over here. We're going to use that directly onto the front of our card. Again, just push that down, because you don't want it to go sort of anywhere, and then once it's on, you can just give that a rub to make sure that's not going to go anywhere and stay onto there. And then we're going to use our inside piece, so let me just grab some foam pads, and we're going to actually heighten this on the back. So this is going to go into your centre at a slight sort of angle there. But before we put that on, we're going to cut some tabs out as well. Okay. So just going to pop these on here. This is the other thing I love about this collection, is the tabs that are on here. That you can just do so much with them. So just pop these on. And one more. And then we'll just pop that to the side. I'm going to bring in these little tabs. They're almost like little ticket ends. You've got this little bunting here, your pennant. Really nice effects. So all I've got to do, I've just got a scrap piece of sort of turquoise blue, just to add a little pop of colour. So we're going to cut that in. And we're also, I want a cream one as well. So let's just bring this one back in and cut our cream one as well. So it's just about utilising all those little dies, having different elements that you can cut them into, creating your sort of mixed media backgrounds. Jan will be proud of me, won't she? She's our mixed media girl, using our glimmer sprays. So pop that into place. There we go, and run that through. Oh, don't want to lose my pin. I've just seen that, so I'm just going to make sure I stick my pin back in. There we go.
In Gloria, breaking my heart.
Is that a song?
I don't know. No. Cecilia I was thinking of, I don't know why.
Yeah, Cecilia, that is.
I used to think it
Gloria, Gloria,
that's the one.
Gloria.
I used to think of, I thought the words were Ceciliac. I don't know why. I thought that was the words to that song.
A friend of mine, her son used to be a Cecilia. Well, he probably still is, but I haven't seen her for years. But she was a... That sounded really terrible. She was a friend. No, it was someone that I went to, some mum from the school. You know when you have the mums in the playground. So not really a friend as such, but a friend because kids were friends. Yeah, and her son was Ceciliac.
Well, award winners, guys, telling you now, we've won all the awards for this show.
Right, so now because these dies do cut out completely, I want them at slightly different levels. Yeah. So all I'm going to do, let's use the tape pen just to go across the bottom. Oh, got a little piece there. And then all I'm going to do is put these here right on the end. So I'm going to put one right on the very end, and then this one we're going to put up a little bit higher. So it looks like we've got sort of 2 levels just across there. And then we can pop this into the centre. I spoke too soon, it's all starting to blow that way now, isn't it? And then we're going to use this one, so let's do that slightly. So when you are slightly moving it, this fits perfectly, so just make sure you can fold those ends in when you put it down. And then we're just going to hold that in. Finished earlier, actually, on time for a change, Johnny.
Debbie.
So there we go. But there we are, we've got our beautiful card with all our elements inside, a little bit mixed media, and just an unusual card shape fold.
Yeah, a lot of love for this, and a lot of love for the tips that you've given on the Xyron. TS on YouTube, Tip Top Debbie, that was my problem, thank you. Colette, great Xyron tips, Debbie. Sydney on Facebook, great tip on the Xyron to get rid of those glue strings, thank you so much. A great card, remember, you can make this as well. If you've done it already, send your pictures in, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, get your images in, we'd love to see them in this next break. Remember, it's been made possible by the Mini Die Collection, £70.99. $84.95 at 25% saving. What a great deal that is. Guys, we're going to take a little break, give you a chance to finish off. We'll check in with Lorna J. Jane, hopefully you can send some of your pictures in. We'd love to see them. But in the meantime, get finished on those projects. We can't wait to see them. See you shortly.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter. From first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Yes, welcome back to your Craft Along. Loads of love coming in for that wonderful card that Debbie's made today. Mary Pat on YouTube, beautiful card. Debbie Sherry on YouTube, quality design. Debbie Terry H on YouTube. I'm going to make this card today so pretty. And Pam on YouTube, this card is so great. A great collection. Remember as well, we've also got metallic markers collection for you as well. The 18-piece collection. You're paying for 2, you're getting 1 absolutely free. Remember the 3 different colours that we've got for you, 3 sets of family, should I say, of colours that you've got. Remember dual tips as well, that wonderful brush tip and that fine tip as well. You've got here as well the antique elements, you've got the pure minerals, and this is the one that you're getting for free, the precious metals. I mean, some great colours within these. Again, some beautiful different collections here for you. Antique pearls, vintage satin, different colours as well. These are the antique elements for you. And I mean, when you see them on the screen here, if I give you a little flick of the paper, you can see the metallicness of them. There they are. Again, on the different ones for you here on the rare minerals. Again, a great little collection. And when you're getting one of the sets for free, I mean, what a great price. Remember your Club Inspire price as well on that. £19, $18, $27, $12. That's your metallic markers. You've also as well got your glossy highlights. Again, on these, you're getting 2 each, all right? 2 of each of these. Stay up there, the wind blew it. Again, another great collection for you that you use time and time again. I know Debbie loves these. I know loads of our crafters love these wonderful collections. You're getting 2 bottles of the glossy highlights and you're getting 2 sets of the sparkle pens. You're getting 1 of the pen sets absolutely free. £24.97, $30.85. Remember, Club Inspire also included on this. £19.98, $24.68. Loads of love coming today. Remember, Susie's on the socials, Tammy on YouTube. I love those markers. Again, I'm not surprised. They're a brilliant collection that you loads of you love. And I know Debbie adores her metallic markers every single time. Today, on our wonderful craft along, we've had Lorna Jane with us, crafting along. Lorna in Scotland, how are you doing? How did you carry on? Did you craft along with us? Oh, look what you've made there. Look at that.
I went a bit rogue because I knew you had these on. I knew you had these on the show, so I thought, put them in. Oh.
That's it. Look at that.
I always go the wrong way with these cans.
Are you pleased with it, Lorna Jane?
Yeah, it's good. And I had made a mistake at the very beginning and I cut the wrong size, so I've done.
Oh wow! Look at that. Very nice.
Very nice. I still can't get over the organisation of that craft room.
I know, it's amazing.
Very good. I absolutely adore that. Lorna Jane, thank you so much for joining us. Lorna, would you recommend coming on? If,
oh yeah, I love coming on. Yeah, I've done a craft house before, but I've not done a craft along before. But yeah, it's great fun. Come along. We like to see everyone in the family.
Absolutely. And it's nice to put a face to a name, isn't it? Because I see your name come along, oh, that's Lorna. I know who Lorna is now. Lorna, just thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'm guessing you'll be watching us for the rest of the day as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm trying not to buy any more because I've bought a lot recently, but we'll see.
Wow, who knows? Sanntangle. Lorna, thank you so much. You take care, and we'll speak to you soon, my dear.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, my lovely. Today we've been looking at those mini dies, that great collection that we launched. We love it. It's one of my favourites because it's such a versatile set. So many within it. That wonderful mini die collection, 96 different dies in total. That's a lot of dies. All passing through your Gemini machine. Remember, you've got the dragonflies, birthdays, tags, congrats, the sewing kits, plant parents, butterflies, new home, with love, just for you, the alphabet. I mean, I can go on. And you look at that collection, there's something for everyone in there. You know, when we launched these and you guys were coming up with ideas, you're going, oh, I could use that for that. We can use the paw prints. We could use, maybe you've got a vet in your family. The emoticons, those little love hearts were perfect for Valentine's Day. The numbers and the alphabets are worth their weight in gold. £70.99, $84.95. Remember, the multi-buy available for you, 3 for $12 or $15. But I mean, the question is, if you're going for that bundle, which 3 are you going to go for? And Debbie, we've said this time and time again about these dies. They're going to be used time and time again, but they are a mini die but they don't. That doesn't mean that your makes are going to be mini with them.
Oh, not at all. There's so much you can do with them. I'm going to show you some of the samples that our design team have done because they are incredible. So whether you like construction like this and you've got your boxes, being able to put all these different things here. Now, I've not seen dies like this before where you've got these little see-through envelopes, the with love, the hearts, all those sort of things are just for you at the top. All of those are in this die set. What about someone that is an animal lover? Just creating something like this, creating the actual aperture of it inside, which just looks amazing, and then leaving one white. I love that one, but I love this.
That's
now
great.
Yeah, it's so simplistic, looks amazing, using one of the little hearts, but using your row of homes. I mean, that is just a really lovely little card. But if you know someone, and we all know someone who loves to sew, being able to be creative like this, using all these, I mean, look at those scissors, they look real, don't they? So much you can do with these. I'm not surprised. I mean, you've even got the pin there, which looks absolutely real, cut out the mirror card, so really lovely. But there's something for everyone in these dies, whether it be your little mates to make little precious little photo albums like this, or whether you just want to use that alphabet, creating those little bunting on there. I love this one. These are just 4 hearts that are put together. It's very clever, isn't it? Making a little baby card. There's something for absolutely everyone. These are the ones, and I love this card. So this one was with our cut and emboss folders. Yep. So just using your cut and emboss folders, putting those keys. I mean, how cute. They look amazingly real, don't they? You can make little earrings out of them. They look amazing. But having all these different things that you can do. Another similar one with our, because we know how DL cards are quite on trend at the moment. Creating that best wishes looks amazing. In that tag as well that's in there. Creating apertures with the butterfly die, and then using the butterfly die to actually pop that back in there. And one more for the new home. So even though they're small dies, you can still make your regular size cards with these, which are absolutely incredible. And just remember to use your Xyron to stick all of these on with, because they are incredible to use.
They really are, and a great deal on that Xyron today. Remember, the Xyron machine, it's back in stock. So many of you are loving it because you've seen how versatile and how good it is. It's made to make anything you pass through it into a sticker. You saw how easy it was earlier with Debbie, where she just passed through those die cuts straight through the Xyron machine, instant stick, and you can put them onto your card. Like Debbie was saying, buttons, maybe something a bit more chunkier. Kids are going to love it, you're going to love it, because it's a great machine. It has been out of stock. If you're thinking about getting it, do not wait, because it's a great price, £9.99, $13.99. A great addition into your craft room. Not big as well, which is going to make, that's the thing, it's great for storage. It's not going to be a huge, another big machine to store. That's the size of it. It's not, I want to say, it's a bit smaller than an iPhone. You know what I mean? That's how big that machine is, but the impact it's going to make on your life is huge. At £9.99, $13.99. Remember that Club Inspire price that you're seeing, £7.99, $11.19. Get it while you can, because I promise you it's going to sell out again. You're going mad for it today. I'm not surprised. Debbie Fisher, thank you for another brilliant craft along.
Oh, thank you. I love them. I love craft alongs. Hope you've enjoyed that one. It's just nice to learn something a little bit different, or a different card fold. So, yes.
Absolutely. You're back with me at 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific time for Creative Cravings.
You learned that well, George. I'm impressed. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be back for Creative Cravings. We may have a special guest as well later on, so definitely tune in.
May that be?
Yes, but we've got some great dies on there, and also the USB for the Ultimate Pro. So we're going to be showing you exactly how we do them, and craft kits, which you know we're great for doing.
Just to let you know, the times are there. I just gave you a little sneak peek before I was out. I remember that. I remember 3 times. H4 Magic.
That.
I know. Guys, do not go anywhere though. We've got another hour of wonderful crafting coming your way with Sanntangle here in the studio. You're going mad for it as always. Do not go anywhere. We're going to have another hour of brilliant crafting here on Crafters TV. I'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories plastic shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend.
Quick Buy, get yours now. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Hey, welcome back to Crafters TV. Happy Wednesday, wherever you're in the world. Loads of love for the wonderful Lorna Jane, who joined us in our craft along today. Shaida, great makes, Laura Jane. Karen, Lorna Jane, love your cards, great job. Astrid Crafts, they're both beautiful. Sherry, great job. Terry, thanks Debbie, great job. And for Holiday Designs, Lorna, love your accent and the make, a great collection. We've got another hour of brilliant crafting, and we joined, delighted that they're back in the studio because they had so much fun with them last time. They're back with us now. The wonderful Sandra from Sanntangle. Happy Wednesday. How are you, my dear?
I'm really good, thank you. It's always lovely here. It's always sunshine, isn't it?
Absolutely. No wind whatsoever.
No, who cares?
Absolutely. Stay sunshine indoors. Sunshine indoors, Brian. You're going to love it today. We've got some great deals for you. Things have already been sold out. Bundles have sold out because they've been, the starter kit has sold out. Don't worry, you can buy it individually. I'll tell you more about it very, very shortly. Sandra, we've got so much coming up, haven't we, in the next hour?
We have. I've got lots of demonstrations and something a little bit different as well. So don't think it's just about using a pen and a taut yarn. We're going to bring a few other things in. So.
Absolutely. Let me remind you of the great deals and the great bundles that we're starting off first of all. You saw the book 1 last week, or last time that we were here. We're going today with technique number 2. Now, I remember this on the show, but again, I know a lot, during the last time that you were here, so many of you will have advanced in your Santangling and became Santangleriers. Or what are you called if you're a Santangler?
We're just called Tanglers.
Tanglers, you were calling
Yeah,
more of
Sanntanglers.
Tanglers. We've got this great here for you, the book 2, the tiles, tangles and techniques. A great collection within it as well. You're also going to be getting the stencils as well, the creative stencil set that you see here for you as well. You're going to be getting that there as well with all the different stencils that you see. I mean, the bubbles and the hexagons are great, circles, maybe some people will call them. And again, with the butterflies and stars, another great collection within here. Plus, as well, you're going to be getting the 3-pack tangling pens as well. Perfect for you, Santangling at £45, $65.16, saving yourself 10%. Half the stock has gone this, guys. Don't forget as well, with our wonderful friends and family who's joining us here at Crafters TV, you still get your Club Inspire discount, which I think is incredible. £32.38, $46.94. We've also as well got the feather theme. I mean, a great addition into crafting. Let me just move that out of the way so you can show you the full collection that you're getting in here. Again, more brilliant stencils allowing you to start to become a tangler like the wonderful Sandra. Starting off here with this, the Follow Your Dreams collection. Perfect for your dream capturing Santangling. Again, with the feathers there, these stencils, all brilliant. And then also, again, the Light as a Feather. Another great addition, a great collection, some brilliant stencils. Do not fear though, you know, I saw you doing Facebook Live earlier. I walked in and sneezed on your Facebook Live. I'm extremely sorry for that.
That's okay.
I want to chew, bless you.
That's okay.
I know, bless you, you're still doing the Santangles as well while you're here. And as well, the 12 gel pens. I mean, I love gel pens. I used to use this as a kid, gel pens, but again, they're such a great collection to add into your Santangling. £40, $47, $58, $68, another saving 10% at $32.38. Remember your Club Inspire as well, $46.94. Remember, we said that things are sold out. The art bundle that we had for you has sold out. The Rose sketchbook has sold out, which means unfortunately the bundle has sold out. However, you can buy everything individual. We're going to show you the great deals that you get. The gold sketchbook here, a brilliant sketchbook. What a decent size this is for you. £11.99, $17.39. Remember, £9.59, $13.91 in your platinum. Half the stock has gone in this. The silver one, again, great collection, a great price as well. Available in your Club Inspire. 60% of the stock has gone on this as well. You've also got the dual brush pens as well. Again, a great collection. You've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 different pens. It says it there on the screen. Sorry, George. You idiot,
You were just
George.
checking.
I'm just checking. I'm just making make sure you're not, again, dual brush pens. You're going to get the double brush pens on this. You can see the different caps either side. £13.99, $20.29. Remember your Club Inspire Platinum price as well. £11.19, $16.23. Again, the flower stencils. Again, a great collection within here. Say it with flowers. You're also getting the instruction booklets. Like with all your stencils. Do not fear. You're not going to be left by yourself. Again, £15.99, $23.19. Again, another great collection. And to the moon and back flower castle as well, the flower cascade, should I say, coming in there with the instructions as well. Again, a great price at £15.99, $23.19. A great collection which you are loving as well on the platinum price. £12.79, $18.50. 55, did it? Again, loads of you loving this. Loads of you so happy to see Sandra back. Clarice, hi Sandra, so happy you're back. Kerry, welcome. Loads of you getting in touch. Right, so if we've not seen Santangling, what are you going to be showing for us first?
Okay, I'm going to go a little bit different with this one because we talk about Santangling with terms of very, very simple lines, pen strokes. Yes, we're going to do some of that, but we want to craft with it as well.
Yes.
And this is what makes my brand different from the traditional Sanntangle, which, of course, I'm a certified teacher, but it's nice to bring it into the crafting industry, which is why we've got stencils. And that's what I'm going to look at today, or this particular session. You've got 4 different stencils in here. There's quite a lot. And of course, yes, it goes in with the book too, but you want to be a little bit more experimental and try something, then these are absolutely great for you. So you've got your bubbles, your stars, your hexagons, and your butterflies. I'm just going to put them to one side. I'm going to come in with my little sort of bubbles here. Now, what I've actually done pre-show, just to sort of speed things up, I've actually run this through a die machine.
Right.
So we can emboss it. So I've actually got an embossed sort of design here.
Nice.
Makes life easier because it's sort of, you can draw within the spaces then. You might
Good
just, you can
idea.
just sort of see where it embosses it there. You get a little bit of a hint of it there. But that means then that we can actually start to bring some colour in. So I've got my ink pads today, and I've got quite a few of them, lots of different colours. You can sort of just see there on the side of the screen. And I'm not going to be particularly sort of neat about this. I'm just going to come on in. And again, usually you would take your time with this, and you'd go around the edges and all the rest of it. But I just want to see how it's going to work, and it's not going to stay like this. So just hang on a second. Here we go. So a little bit of yellow in there. Let's bring in a little bit of green as well. You can see now those lovely bubbles. See how well that's embossed? It's a really nice thick sort of micron that we actually use. It's the heaviest grade we can get.
Right.
We want to make sure that it's the right sort of consistency for crafting with. Of course, if you wanted to just draw around this, you can do that. You can draw inside, outside, but you might find as well if you've got issues holding something, you could put a little bit of like blue tack and things underneath it, and it'll just hold it in place. Or a little bit of tape, not a problem. Let's bring. Look, I'm being nice. Look, I'm swapping my little foam pad, so I'm not going to intermix the colours. But here we go. So you can see there just a little bit of colour in, and this is what you would do in your crafting anyway. And you think, well, we've not done any tangling yet. What's going on? But there we go. Just put a little bit in there. Maybe just a touch of purple, and that should do us. Okay. So again, it's all about. It doesn't look very neat at the minute, but really doesn't matter. Don't worry about that at all, because we're going to change it up a bit. Then we're going to come in with our pen. And looking at my instructions here, you can see that I've got the whole bubble shape there, and I've got some alphabet letters.
Yeah.
And all it works out as is, you see where A is? This is A. This is the tangle I used in bubble A.
Right.
So you've got a little diagram here, and then of course you've got a larger picture on the front you can have a look at. So number A gives me 3 steps. So it says, let's just pick a bubble. Draw a swirl. So there we go, there's a swirl. You see how fine it is with that 01 pen? If we want to go in a little bit thicker, you could use the 04 if you want to. But it's entirely up to you which one, if you want to go a bit thicker. See, you've got some little bobbles on the end there. So I'd just come around and I'd just draw in some little bobbles.
Yeah.
There we go. So again, a little bit scruffy, but it doesn't really matter so much. I'm just going to do this really quick. You'd obviously take your time at home. So you can see that. And I've not particularly gone in with bubble A. I've gone and put it in my own bubble. I want to do it there. So that's where it's happening. Simple as. And then, of course, I could come in and I could add the extra sort of lines around to create the circles if I want to. So I'm deciding, maybe which one goes over the top and which one doesn't. What if I was to bring in, there you go. It just looks like my craft room now in here. It's just like pens and pencils everywhere. Let's bring in some colours. So what if we were to use, let's use the fine line ends.
Because you get dual tips on there, don't you?
You do, yes. You've got this lovely sort of fine liner on one side, and on the other you've got quite a heavy duty brush really for filling in. I love this this particular tangle, but here again I'm being really quick because this is a great thing to do. If you think I'm not really very neat and tidy, or I'm not sure about this, let's just see where this is working. Now I absolutely love this tangle. It reminds me a little bit of patchwork. 50 of these together, could you imagine as little quilt sort of shapes? But there we go. I'm just sort of adding those on. I'm just going to do a few, and again, not being particularly neat here, but you could do, but I'm going to do something else with it. So there we go. I think sometimes it's nice to use the black, but when you come in with colour, you can look at it and think, oh, it's missing something because there's no black there.
Yeah.
So don't mither about that at all. See, I've done a little bit there. You can bring the black in as and when you want to. So maybe I would come in. See, if I wanted to draw back round that, I could bring my stencil back in.
Yeah.
Do it right way around, that's it. Just put it on the top there, look. And then I could come in and draw around that.
Perfect.
So I could do that as well with all of them. But again, I'm just showing you a few little hints and tips here. And okay, let's bring in my reds and pinks, because of course that's the colour inks I've got going in there.
Yeah.
So if we were to choose another one, maybe here we'd go in with a circle. Draw a line, top and the bottom. Turn it round. Same again here and here. So there's no real serious thought about this. This is just about having a little bit of fun and just trying a few different things.
Yeah.
And actually just getting some tangles down on the paper. And wait till you see the end result.
Can't wait.
This
I just know it's going to be good.
It's just lovely. I mean, I'm obviously not going to do the whole thing, but you can see where that starts to work. We could spend all afternoon just on this particular one. But I'm just adding a few in here. And again, if we look, we've got some little bubbles here. Look, it says, all right, let's draw a little bit of a wave in there. Okay. So it doesn't have to be, as I say, completely the same. Let's just put some bubbles in here. This is all leading up to something, which is why I've used different colours.
Yeah.
Bear with me. There we go. Some bubbles in there. Okay, so imagine that you've actually got this done, and we want to bring some bits and pieces in around the outside as well. It does sort of give you those hints and tips. I think bubbles, it reminds me a bit sea-like this. You can have like bubbles in the air. So there's nothing stopping you bringing extra shapes outside those bubbles and starting to extend. This is why I've brought it with book 2, because you've got those sort of different things that you can do from the book and bring it in here to the creative stencils as well. It's about just having a bit of fun and trying something a little bit different. See, I could bring my black pen over the top of that and add in some extra little bits and pieces. Okay, so I would keep going. This could take you a whole afternoon just sort of working and playing with this. But then let's change it up a bit, and this is why we've made it a little bit crazy, because I'm going to bring my water spritzer in, and all that hard work of all that time control is I'm just going to spray it. Okay, now the beauty with this is you'll see that the colours are going to actually start to move, but the blacking isn't going anywhere. So if you've drawn something in black, it's going to stay put. Any of the colours, it's going to start to move. See, we can get that water going around.
Love that.
So of course, you've got to sort of imagine this completely tangled.
Yeah.
But you don't really have to imagine. Bit of salt on there, leave it to dry naturally, and this is what you end up with. Are you ready?
It's going to blow me away, isn't it?
Not quite yet, we're getting there. Look at that.
Brilliant.
So I've got extra bits and pieces. I've got lots of colour, but you see here where some of the tangles, because I've kept the black, it's stayed, and the tangles that I drew, they're sort of still there in the background, but they've faded a little bit, which means we can come back in and we can bring our pens in and we can actually go back over the top and start to create different levels or depths of work within them.
So you mentioned the salt. What does this salt do?
The salt. Well, if I was to not put anything on and just leave it to go completely sort of flat, you'd get this kind of colour here. See where you've got colours mixed in, but it's pretty flat. But if you look at this here, where you've got this sort of mottled effect, and this is just regular table salt, nothing crazy. As it's wet, you just drop it on, leave it to dry, and you've got all these. The salt actually soaks up the colour, well, with the water and the colour within it. So you get this wonderful sort of almost sea kind of wonderful effect. You can do this on your tiles if you want to. So if you think, I like that, but I don't want to go so big, bring it in on your tiles and do it on there. Any of them will work. So we do that quite a lot on the live videos and things. So they're wonderful to do. You can see where we can start adding more sort of that colour in there. We could bring in our metallics.
Yeah.
Our metallics. Now, okay, if you didn't hear before, they're not all completely metallic gel pens. Some of them are matte colours as well. So if I show you, that's the metallic blue. But if I bring in the regular blue, you can see there you're getting a slightly different sort of feel. It's a little bit more matte.
I like that.
And using that, and I like that because that's what we wanted. We wanted a set of colours that were going to do something different and give us everything we wanted in one pack, rather than buying loads. We can always come in then with our pencil and tortillon. I'm saying pencil. Again, it's like my craft room in here. You can imagine. I'm thinking, where on earth is my pencil? Oh no, excuse me one second.
That's all right. Don't forget, if you want to add those gel pens in as well, they are. Everything that you've seen is individual today for you as well. You don't have to just buy, I'm not sure about Dave Robinson, and buy the bundles. Why not? Because they're the best price. But remember, you can buy the gel pens individually. 12 in total. Yes. All different colours. Yes. Good gold, pinks, reds, blues, greens, silvers, metallic, brilliant. I've not used gel pens in ages. I absolutely love the gel pens. £10.99, $15.94.
Okay, you can see here that bringing the pencil back in afterwards, even over the top of all those watercolour, well, it looks like watercolour now, it was just the pens that we spritzed, but you can start to build some depth and some shading in, which is what the pencils. Oh, look, I found my pencil.
There it is.
There it is.
Hiding.
Is it Dobby? I don't even know where Dobby is. He's been off doing his own thing.
He's in the. If you can spot Dobby, well, you can win my my car.
Do we know what your car is? Is it worth spotting, Dobby?
Hey, it gets me a new car out the back of it. Did you see what I was driving today? In my big white van. I'm in the van again. That was full in the wind.
Oh, maybe we'll. Yeah. Maybe we'll just spot Dobby for fun, shall we? Okay, you see, just bringing that white pencil, that white chalk pencil in. This is why it's so different to a regular pencil. It's because you can come on in and you can soften it up a little bit, but it goes over all those different elements, and it just sort of works. Again, I'm just going to bring a little bit. I mean, I could tangle on this forever. You could have such fun with it. And then I do have a finished sample. Of course, I've added a little bit more. I've got my glitters out, and I've added a little bit of mixed media. But if I sort of swap from this one to this one, let me bring this one, because I've got a few samples you can see. Are you ready?
Go on.
So you see where that's worked. This is exactly the same way, but I've just took a few more hours.
Yeah.
Say hours, about 2 or 3 hours on it.
Oh.
You see?
That's incredible.
Yeah, added a little bit of glitter, whatever you've got in your craft box, a little bit of glaze there. But again, you can see that I've used the different colour pens, and it's just giving me lots of different things. A little bit of MDF and die cutting going on around there as well. It's just from that.
It really is.
From that.
What a great little idea. Someone's asked, adding the salt, are you using watercolour paper?
Not necessarily.
No.
If you were to use, say, just a regular printer paper, it would mottle up and it would go a bit dodgy. If you're using something a little bit heavier, I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe 170 upwards, that kind of paper.
Yeah.
If it's got a little bit of a grain, so maybe cartridge kind of paper, it would work. But do you know what? If it mottles up, leave it to dry completely. So you put your water on, sprinkle your salt on, leave it to dry completely, and then get your iron out and your ironing board. And literally put it between 2 pieces of paper. Make sure your iron's not on steam, of course, and then iron it, and it'll flatten. It'll
Absolutely.
be fine. Yeah.
All made possible, that wonderful technique. Loads of you get in touch. Patty on Facebook, the embossing and the colours are gorgeous. This piece will be awesome framed or a background for large cards. A lot of you spotting where Dobby is as well in the show. Coletta, so calming and listening to watch Sandra. Pammy on YouTube. This is so gorgeous. I mean, there's so much you can do with it, isn't there?
There is, and there's 4 in there, so where do you go? And of course, you don't have to use the whole thing. You could just maybe use a little bit of it if you've got a space. You could just ink through into the background. Or, of course, if you wanted to, you could extend it so you could actually double it up and make it even longer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this one's a card that's been done. Look, a bit of a stamp in the middle there. And, of course, a section of it's been used. And I know Ree likes to cut hers off and have sort of sections of that. So, lovely little sort of sample there.
Brilliant.
But, of course, we've got stars. We've used a section of it. And, of course, you could just do it on a tile. You see how I've extended it down, but not used all of it. Added some of my own little bits and pieces around. And again, that's wonderful inking technique around there.
Yeah.
Again, the hexagons, look, bring your bees in. I know we did bees on a recent sort of show, so you could add even the flowers on there. So flowers, everything's in there. Butterflies.
Love a butterfly.
Of course. And then, of course, another butterfly. Oh, so that's a piece of artwork. Now, here's the stars.
Wow.
And again, lots of colour on there, but then I spritzed it, maybe not as much as I spritzed the last one. And you can see how it's just started to run and drip around the outlines there. And then go back in with your shading, whether you use coloured pencil or whether you use just a regular pencil. It's pretty smart what you can do with it. Just really a bit of tangling, a bit of water and a bit of ink. And then, of course, we're back to the one that I just showed you how
Gorgeous.
to do.
Loads of love for that. Laquita Gibson on YouTube, that is beautiful. Mary on YouTube, stunning. Heidi asks, what number is the pencil, or how soft is the graphite?
Right, you'll need a soft pencil, so you're looking at either a B, which is B for butter, that's how I remember it. I used to tell the kids that at school, or a 2B. a B or not to be?
To be.
A B or a 2B. That's probably about it. If you go to a 3B, it's a little bit too much and it travels across the paper and you end up with graphite everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't want a HB at a push because it won't travel as much. But if you've got nothing else, at least it's something to try and start with.
Perfect.
Anything other than that, anything H, 2H, don't even try because that's just going to give you a regular, just a straight line and not going to move.
Absolutely. The Technique Books 2 bundle, remember you're getting the 4 stencils and the 3 tangling pens, allowing you to create some amazing things. Some great deals for you as well, some little extras adding to your collection as well. The art folder, perfect to keep everything there nice and stored, nice and safe, especially if you're taking your time in doing these, which a lot of you will because they are perfect to those cold wintry nights at the minute. Perfect to keep nice and safe here in this wonderful folder. Remember, nice and big on the storage again. It's there for you inside, and again, you open it up, you've got a front storage pocket at the front there. Perfect, £15.99, $23.18. You've also, as well, the tortillons, not tortillas, tortillons. These wonderful pencils, which you've just seen, wonderful Sandra using there. What are these used for? Just remind us there what they're used for.
They are there to actually soften the edge between the pencil or the graphite and the paper, so it's going to give you that three-dimensional effect. You can scribble a little bit of... actually, do you want me to show you?
Yeah, quick. Yeah,
Showing's
on,
easy.
yeah.
I could do a really, really quick show. So here you go, regular pencil. There we go. Looks a bit rough. And this is just on super smooth paper, so just bear with me. And then if I do another one, literally, tortillon.
Love that.
You see how it's softening it all out? I mean, I'm obviously doing a very quick sort of rough demo there, but you can see that it actually moves the graphite across the paper. And that's, of course, that's on super smooth, so on my cartridge tiles, it's going to move a lot better than that, but you see the difference.
Yeah, perfect. And that, you get 12 of those at £4.50, $6.50. Remember, you get your Club Inspired discount on top of that. £3.60, £5.22. A lot of you loving the Sanntangle tiles as well. Bright tiles we've got for you today. 24-pack, again, in the different colours. The oranges, greens, reds. Put your name and the number on there. Yellow, the purple and pink. Now, what's the significance? Because you put the name on, the date and the number on, don't you?
You do, yeah. It's all about that relaxation and just sort of working your way down into sort of chilling out a little bit. You put your name on, you put the date on, and you put the tile number that you're working on for that particular day. And then as you do that, you start to relax a little bit. But then, of course, it's all about you owning that piece of paper so you don't have to worry anymore about what's going on the back of it, because you think, well, I've drawn on it now, it don't matter. And then, of course, you turn over and off you go and you get on with your tile.
Absolutely. £5, $7.25, £4, £5.80 on your Club Inspired price. The wonderful Sanntangle sketchbooks. The rose one has sold out. We're now the metallic gold one at 21 centimetres by 13 centimetres. A great little book. Again, so much within it. Perfect for all your different Sanntangling. Plus, as well, you've got the little... tab in it so you can know where you're keeping them. That's it. Loads of you keeping those at £11.99, $17.39. You were saying as well, because we've got it in silver as well, if you want to go for silver, you can draw on the front of these, can't you?
Yes, I've got one. There we go. It's almost like we plan this, isn't it? Like we know what each other's going to say. Absolutely. If you've got alcohol markers, this is actually done with the tri-blends, honestly. Right. So, I mean, Leslie Alf did this, so she had a go. But yeah, I wouldn't use your micron pens on it. That's not going to perhaps work so much. It's going to rub off. But certainly your alcohol markers, get it on there and, yeah, draw to it. Tangle away to your heart's content.
Absolutely. A great collection for you. Remember that rose one has sold out. What was the stock level of the gold and silver, Johnny? 60% on those, guys. If you wanted to get those, do not mess about waiting. Same with flowers, a stencil and instruction booklets. This is what I love so much about these products, is that you're getting the booklets as well to help you along, so you're not left by yourself to be doing this. The same with flowers, the booklet comes there as well. Remember as well, you're getting the stencils within this, and then within the booklet, all the instructions allowing you to just amazing tangling. Everything's there for you as well to help you become the best tangler you could possibly be. £15.99, $23.19. Remember, all the instructions there, which you've, remember, Sandra has created this by her, by hand. They're all your designs, everything is there. Sandra's words. £15.99, $23.19. Remember that Club Inspired price. £12.79, $18.55. Everything's there, isn't it, to become an amazing tangler?
It certainly is. And I know you might look at this and think, I could never do that in a million years. How on earth is that stencil going to turn into a flower? For goodness sake, it's just nothing. but you follow the instructions and you see from the word go, even from a simple oval and a little bubble, I've even given you the numbers that correspond to the stencil. You can create a little daisy.
Yeah.
And it takes you from the word go all the way through, and there are 4 different designs in here, but of course there are infinite number of designs on here. That's the nice thing, isn't it?
Really is. A great collection, the set with flowers, stencil and instruction booklets at £15.99, $23.19. Remember, you come by a platinum price, £12.79, $18.55. Right then, Sandra, what are you going to do for us next?
I'm going to use that flower stencil,
Let's do it.
actually, yes. And I think, let's have a look. I'm going to start with, let's have a look here. You notice it's suddenly changed. I've actually got all the numbers on there, so that helps because it says, look here, on number 1, with a pencil, draw a straight line, vertical line, use the edge of the stencil to do a straight line, okay? With a pen, draw the first petal using number 27. So 27, there we go. So let's do it. It says draw a line, didn't it? Straight up. So I'm going to use the edge of the stencil and I'm going to draw a line straight down there, okay? And let's have a look then. It says number 27. It said straight in with pen. Goodness me. Who would honestly go in straight with pen? I would do it.
You would.
Just do it, yeah. Okay, I've got the 04 here. That's fine. I'll use the 04. There we go. So I'm just following what it says. And I want one the other way. And of course, here, look, I've got the same petal, but I've got 2 different sizes.
Yeah.
So you could actually go a little bit larger if you wanted to.
Love it.
There we go. All right, so far so good. Yeah,
Perfect.
not tricky.
I can do that,
all.
yeah.
We could do that. So then it says, like, okay, put some more in. So again, you notice that at this point, I'm sort of lining up with the points sort of that I've already drawn.
Yeah.
And we can do sort of one that goes underneath there, and then one that's left in the gap. Because you never get a flower, you see all the petals all the time, do you? So there we go. All right. Who would ever thought you could draw a flower?
I know, it's crazy.
There we go. Just going to put this one in here. One in there, look. And then I'm going to turn that one, and I'm going to put one in there as well. Okay. So what's next step? Right, next step it says put a bubble in the middle. All right, we have a bubble. So you've got different sizes. You could come in here and you could do the larger or the small. Let's do the larger. And while it's in here, I could go in and I could fill it with this particular pen. But why should I when I've got a black brush pen?
Of course.
Because it's bigger. And of course, while it's in there, if you think, oh, I might go out the lines, just come on in with that lovely sort of pen there, and let's just fill that in. There you go. As quick as that.
Done.
All right, done, dusted. Let's just clean that up at the bottom there, okay? A few flicks.
Easy as that.
There's your first bit done.
Brush pens there across the bottom of the screen for you. Those 16 dual brush pens, double tipped at £13.99, $20.29.
Okay, so we're moving on. We've got this shape here, number 10. I'm just going to draw that in. But I've not drawn that bottom bit there. I'm going to extend that in a minute. And then I'm going to take that shape that I used before. Oh, I might use the smaller one. Let's use 23. So again, another size difference there. Let's put that one in and create this. Now this is where it comes into its own, because although I'm giving you the stencil and the instructions, you're actually drawing it. You're deciding where this petal goes.
Yeah.
You're deciding where this line goes up to the top surface there. So we could do 1, we could do 2 or 3. Let's just bring another one in so I can show you how it sort of works there. And then back in with this one. You see now this one's going underneath. And again, notice I'm straightening with a pen.
Yeah.
So the main thing, the thing we want to do here, we want to create, but we want to tangle. So getting the shape in to start with is part of the process and part of the fun, of course, but we want to tangle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could add another, we could keep going. But then let's turn the page. See here it shows you how you could do 3. There we go. So let's then have a look at the next bit. And it does suggest pencil because we're doing a construction line. And it says, right, draw a curl at the top. And I can bring it over the top of my flower there and round and then bring it so I've got a curl at the bottom. You see that curl, maybe I didn't like that one so much. You can come in and you can neaten it up a little bit if you want to. And then it says thicken it up. Okay, well, let's just go in with a pen and do that then. It says put a little bubble on the end. All right, you see, I usually say this to kids at school that paper moves, it's not stuck to the desk.
Yes.
So don't think you've got to leave it in that space. Turn it round just like you would a tile. And there we go. So our starting point is that bit. Obviously, I'm not drawing the line over the flower because we don't need that. So let's bring that out a little bit. Back in.
Perfect. Bonnie's just said on Facebook, Sandra's instructions are terrific.
Oh,
I didn't
thank
think
you.
I could draw a stick figure a year ago. Now working on my second sketchbook, Hello, all from North Carolina, USA.
Oh, hello, look at that, second sketchbook.
No.
It's something really nice about finishing a sketchbook, but also about starting a new one.
Yeah.
I do that every year, so at least try and do one. There you go. Ribbon. Look at that. Right, what's it say next? Okay, now it says tangle. Woo, tangle. So let's bring that in. We've got a little line, a little cup shape. Put a line on. And then we're going to do a little bit of a loop. If you saw Craig earlier, he did a loop. I'm going to put a little sort of wave on the top.
Yeah.
There we go. And a little bit of a wave on the top. And a wave on the top. And we could leave it as that. We could put a couple more. There we go. Got a flower. Let's do another. Now this is where the fun comes in, and you start to get really creative because you've got the structure to work with, and now it's all about coming in and adding those little flower shapes. And then it shows you again. We look at section 14 here. It says do this little leaf shape, and we did this morning.
Yeah.
There we go. Two lines, a little curve, and up we go. So even though you think, oh, it's not for me, it's too difficult, things we're doing here are sort of in the books. They're in book 1, and they follow through. It's not about the difficulty, it's about how you actually put these shapes in.
Yeah.
This one's lovely. I mean, of course, I do a lot of flowers all the way down, but if we've got a little line, I'm going to do a little loop one side and the other, and then a little bigger loop there, 2 more antennae, there you go, butterfly. Look at that. Let's do another. So little loop, bigger loop, antennae, butterfly. Okay?
Perfect.
So it's just, as you sort of work your way down, we can start adding more and more in. We can bring in little sort of leaf shapes that go in there. I'm sure I did this one last time I was here as well. It's
I
a
think
really
so,
nice go-to little sort of leaf design, and you could bring all of those in. Of course, you could fill it in. You could do this with the different colour pens, so you could perhaps do green for this and pink for this, whatever you want to do. But as you start to build your way along, if I just bring the instructions in, you see we're already here, already halfway through, and this is just then gives you extra little bits of detail. You see I actually enlarge a few bits and pieces, and then I show you where to put the pencil and how to add the shading. But if I actually bring one in here, I've done one in my sketch pad because, of course, it'd be pointless bringing a sketch pad if your stencils didn't fit in.
Absolutely.
So if I just walk you through it, this is my silver one. I've not drawn on it yet, but it's going to happen. And again, just working it through. Little bit of drawing there, look. Little bit of drawing there. Look, there's the hexagon from the Creative Stencils. A bit of a bee going on in there. Started. So that's a work in progress. Doesn't mean I have to continue it. Then I've got my bullet journal things going on. And then, of course, bit of tangling. But then, there it is.
Wow.
So you can ink the pages. I've inked all around the pages, of course. Add your little bits of your verses in. You see, I've started it here. And then here, I've actually started to add some of those flowers. So if we look back at, here we go. If we look back at these here, what we drew, this is those there.
Right.
Okay, and then we've got those little butterflies and the little leaves in there. So if we sort of continue this just a little bit, and I'm going to bring in a little bit of pink pen because I've started a little bit of colour in there. And it's all about sort of what you want to do with it. So we could bring in some little lines in here and just start to add a touch of extra bits and pieces. Maybe we want to bring a bit of colour in down the side. And again, these are things that you know I've done part of it, then I thought, you know, I'll come back to it when I'm ready. You know, sometimes you think I don't know what else to do with it. I'm going to leave it. I was always told that if in doubt, aura, and that means draw around something.
Yeah.
So just go for it. Or add bubbles, do extra things. But you see, working in your sketch pad, it means then that you're not working on a separate piece of paper. It's not something you're going to throw away.
No.
And I think that's important because as I look back on mine, as I say, I do one every year and it's just got my design ideas in, then I can actually look back and think, oh, okay, I did that in that month and I did that one in that month, which is really lovely to do. And then you see how you progress as well. I mean, even myself, you know, I'm learning. I'm trying different things out and I don't get things right every time, but it doesn't matter. It's all about, you know, just having a go and trying a few different things. And it's nice to look back. I know we think, oh, I don't want to do that, but honestly, it really is. So see, just adding those little, see, that's not the metallic, you can tell, like it's just a matte colour in this one, but it just gives you that little bit of a difference there to play around with. And of course, adding some extras in there. See, I can carry on like this forever, you know where I'm like, stripping that pen in. You see, I've even started tangling this little bit here, so we could come in on the writing and we can add in some of these, you know, just on the ends and just sort of drip them in. Let's put that little butterfly look on the end there and add in there maybe a little bit. And then of course some of these little dots and dashes always work wonders. And again, it's something, you know, that's yours, isn't it? Even if you sat in the car waiting for them to come out of the music lesson. I used to do that with my son.
Nice.
Or you know, you can just sit with in the car with a pen, or you know, waiting room, anything like that. Even take it to the office, you know, while having your lunch, just do a little bit. You can see how it starts to grow. And of course, that's just one of the flowers that we've got in that stencil set. And you saw where we started from. You saw how we added these extra bits and pieces. And then, that's it's lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I love that. It's just something so beautiful about it, and so simple when you start to work it out and break it down.
It really is a great collection. Hadesha on Facebook. Oh my, she makes this so easy for you, quick and beautiful. It really is. A wonderful Saint with Flowers stencil and instruction booklet. Yours today, Mr. Daisy, you're getting there. Theirs today, that wonderful price, £15.99, $23.19. Remember your Club Inspire price, Platinum, £12.79, $18.55. Yours today. Loads of love. The feather themed, and do you know what I know you said that, Johnny? Feather themed, but it's not. It's the feather themed bundle. It's perfect for you people who want to draw feathers. And let's be honest, loads of you do. Remember, you're starting off here with that wonderful light as a feather collection. Again, with the instructions, again, with the stencils, everything there within this bundle for you today. You can see it there, all different stencils that you're getting within this collection for you. So many different stencils that you can really have some fun with. You're also going to get the Follow Your Dreams bundle as well, booklet, shall I say, along with those incredible stencils for dream catchers. Everything that you want to do, again, you're going to get these wonderful stencils in there. Perfect for your roses, again, the feathers. Plus, you've seen them already, those incredible gel pens are coming in with this collection as well for you today. Your different colours, perfect, your silvers, browns, purples, pinks, greens, blues, reds, pinks and yellows in this collection for you. 12 gel pens, £40, $47, $58.68, saving yourself saving yourself 10%. Right. Always
Breathe.
fresh and breathe.
So calm.
I know, this is untangling. It gets me, I can't, you know, I get relaxed. Like, all right, it gets my energy. You see, I'm like, bang, too much. Right, what are you going to do next?
Okay, I'm going to do little elements of the dream catcher.
Yeah.
It's not an hour's project, this one. It's more of a weekend's project, or maybe over a week of each evening a little bit. So I thought what I'd do, I'd show you some of the elements first, and then maybe in the next show, if we don't get to it, I will show you how you put all these elements together. And I think that's possibly the best way of going about it, so we get every single little bit in there. So when you get it, you're confident, you think, yeah, I can do that. So, okay, we're going to start with the rose. The rose on its own as a standalone, so you could actually just ink that through if you want, and you've got very, very fine lines, so you could just stencil it. But what I've actually done here, look, is I've drawn it using a pencil, and just so I've got my outline there. And I'm going to come in, just to sort of give you the idea with this, with a slightly thicker pen, not my 01, I'm going to use the brush pens here, the fine liner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the outside of the rose. I'm going to choose a petal. So at the moment, if I look at this one, for example, it's sort of there. Now I'm not going to draw the bit on the inside because I'm going to join it to the petal just underneath it there. And then this one's going to go there. And then I'm going to go to the next one. And the same again. So there's the actual shape. But I'm going to join that to this one. And I'm going to join this one to this one here. And this is where it comes on its own, because I don't want to give you a rose that you draw around and create the same one every single time.
Yeah.
I want to actually give you a rose that you're going to look at and think, oh, do you know what? I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to try it this way. So see here, that one's going to go over there. This one. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm just taking the line, but I'm using that as my guide to start me off. And I've got all the way around. I'm then going to come into the next stage here. So I've got one that works there.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw that one round, like so. And this one is going to sort of come in here. And then this one is going to come in here. So each time I actually put a petal in, I'm joining it to something that's maybe already been there. It's going to look a little bit different every time. And you might want to do this in pencil to start with, just to see how you sort of get on with it. But once you've got the idea and you've done it the first time, you see what I'm actually doing now is just joining those little lines together. And who would have thought a rose would be so tricky to do? There we go, we have a rose, okay?
Yep.
So then you can, you know, add your little bits of tangling in there. Or what you could do, and I'm going to do this in a little bit more detail later, but if I just put that away, I'm going to bring in some alcohol markers.
Nice.
Because it's a super smooth paper. I've got the BTs here, I've got the classics, so I'm just going to take the lids off. It's like a blast from the past, because I used to teach people how to colour. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to start with, let's just do a couple of petals. It's going to look a little bit odd because of course I've got all that black around it, but that's okay. Let's just bring in, I'm going to bring in the lightest colour there. And just add a little bit of colour to it. Of course, I'll do this in a little bit more detail later. Then I'm going to bring in the darkest. I'm working with 4 colours in that BT range. I'm just going to put a little bit of dark in there. And then I'm going to work my way down to the next lightest. Go and add a little bit on. Now a little tip here, if you're actually going to do a red rose, I would actually go over it completely first with a yellow pen.
Right.
And that would give you a little bit of depth, and it starts to bring you a bit of warmth and sunshine in before you put your reds on. It gives it a really nice sort of depth of colour. So then I would do the next one. Just sort of bringing that bit in. Again, back to the darker colour. Let's add a little bit of that lighter one in. And then add a little bit of one in. So you could see how that would start to work. And then the idea would be that you could take your metallics over the top of that. So there's your rose. Hopefully I've covered that very quickly but in detail so you could stop and start it and do it again. So I'm going to move on to the feather. Now you have 2 feathers here, 2 sizes, and of course you can use them either way. You see these are very much used and very well loved.
Yeah.
So don't look like much at the minute, but again, if I come in with my thicker pen, and hopefully if you watched how to do the feather earlier, you're going to get an idea now of how this works. So I'm going to draw in that centre section. And of course you could leave them just like this if you wanted to, it doesn't matter, okay? And I've got these little lines going around, so let's sort of bring in here, and this sort of starts, you see the little bump there. So let's bring that in there, and then let's go from here to the next line, follow the curves, and then back down. You see I'm doing little sort of waves.
Yeah.
And then back up here into this one. And again, every single time you're going to get something different. So you don't have to use them all. You could just use 1 or 2. But it's all about you actually trying something that little bit different and seeing where it sort of goes. See, that one I might join so it's interconnected. This one I might bring down to there. And then here, let's bring that back up and down again. So of course, there's your feather. And then if you wanted to, you could come in and then start to add in. Let's just give that a little aura. So that's the only technical word I use. And let's put some bubbles in there. And let's get a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller, just as we work our way down. Okay? So imagine then doing this underneath your catcher, which I said I'll show you later. It's just about getting those techniques. So what I would advise when you get it home is perhaps just have a go at this, maybe even in that sketch pad, and just sort of see where you're actually going to use it, and just have a practice and a play to sort of say, right, how am I going to draw this feather?
Yeah.
How's this rose going to work? You see there where we can start to bring in extra little bits and pieces, maybe even, you know, add some of those little tangles in there as well, so you can see where it starts to go. And of course, bringing that into the dream catcher, we just extend that line a little bit and maybe, you know, add a little bit of a wavy line around it. You can see how it can start to sort of build up then into
Oh, yeah.
lots of different feathers. And of course you don't have to draw the feathers. You could, there are dies and things like that, which we can have a look at a little bit later. But again, a little bit of shading on that, brilliant. Okay, so that's 2 elements. Have we got time for another?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do one more. Okay, so I'm going to do the basic sort of shape. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with a pencil. Just going to put a mark in the middle there. And you see, let's put that circle around. Where I've got these little dots all the way around the edge, I'm just going to mark the dots. You see, I'm not even going to mark inside them. I'm just going to actually mark around the edge. It's whatever works for you, but I have found that this probably works better for me. Just so I can see where those lines are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so again, I'm doing it very quickly. You take your time. So I'm going to come in with that nice fine pen, and I've given you 4 different shapes here. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to do this one here. Let's have a look. So I'm going to draw the first line in, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my sort of dot in the middle, and then I'm going to move this. Let's go clockwise. 1, 2 marks. See? 2 marks. And I'm going to draw another one. And then again, so I'm following this dot, I'm going to move it 2 marks. 1, 2 marks. And put another one in. And then 1, 2 marks. Okay? Put another one in. I'll do another one, then we'll move on to the next bit. Of course, you would do this all the way around.
Yeah.
So you see you've got that kind of thing going on, and it go out all the way around your shape there.
Patty, she said, did Sandra say what the best paper is to use, and will any graphite pencils work?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to soften it out a bit, we talked about that B for butter. So
Yeah.
you want a softer pencil, possibly. That will give you coverage. If you're going to use something too hard, like a H or a 2H, that's for drawing only, so you find it the paper won't travel. I would probably use a cartridge paper. Watercolour is too sort of heavy. A cartridge is in between, and that would give you a really nice paper to work on. You notice I've turned my stencil around now, and I've just lined my dot up again. And again, I'm going around it and just making sure this time that I'm lined up and I'm joining these little shapes together. So hopefully you could start to see something coming together. And this is the beauty of this, because you've not only got just one shape, which you could have had double the amount in, because remember I counted 2 steps rather than doing it for 1. You could try it with all the other shapes. You could mix and match. You could do lots of things. You see how that's starting to form? Okay? So that's really, really nice, isn't it? So again, I can come on in there and I can start to do what we call aura, or create a different shape in there, that kind of thing, and then start to tangle within. I've also then got the rose coming back. Now if I actually just bring a little bit of this in, you see you've got this sort of line all the way around here.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in that line, just sort of draw them straight in with pen. But again, if you feel that you want to use pencil, go for it. But it's just going to take you twice as long, so I advise you to go in, honestly. Okay, so we've got this line going all the way, well, it would go all the way around. So if I start here maybe, let's go here, and I'm going to join this one to this one, and this one to this one. You see? Just little loops all the way around. So again, I'm not doing anything crazy hard, just join the loops. Okay, and then the same on the top. This time I think what I'm going to do, see where I've got that pencil line of that circle, I'm going to bring it up and down, up and down, up and down. There we go. And if I work my way around that shape, you see what's actually now forming, and that's before I even put any shading on it whatsoever. It's going to start to give you something 3-dimensional. It's going to start looking a little bit loop-like. So if I show you that, see, we could put some little lines on. If I actually bring in one of the dream catchers now, and I show you how this would look when it's sort of done up. There we go. See where that's starting to work? Adding tangles in here. So we've also got the rose and the feather, putting all those together. So let's have a look at the actual image itself. Here we go. So there's the rose. You can see now how the rose was actually created. If I bring in that original, you can see there you've got a similar shape. Different, but the same.
Yeah.
If you look at your feathers, now the feathers have been heavily tangled down here, so of course you need to look. Let's look at this one here. There's the feather, it's there. So it started life as that feather.
Yeah.
There we go.
Incredible.
There's that. And there's, we've just added those tangles.
Yeah.
The tangles, by the way, are in the instructions, so don't panic about that.
Yeah.
And of course, turning it over, you can see here, look, this is how we created this shape here. So there's the shape there. And then, of course, you've got this lovely rope around the outside. And you've just seen how we've created that rope. But again, it's not just going to be about that particular design. We've got other variations as well. This one, for example, this is the original. So I always draw them first and then work out afterwards. So
nice.
you can see you've got slightly different rows, but there's the basics or
Yeah.
the main makeup of that one. But what about doing it on fabric?
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, we could do it on fabric. So it's not just about paper, which we've talked about earlier, but this one.
Oh, wow.
So again, you can see this is a different shape that's been used here, and it's one of the shapes, if I can find my stencil. There we go. I mean, right messy today.
That's all
See
right.
here, look, you've got, there we go. See, you've got the shape here. There it is.
That's incredible.
There's that shape there. And then, of course, these extra little bits and pieces, you've got like your little bud, you've got your little circles and your little leaves and things. So yeah, well, if you don't want to just do the dream catcher completely, you could do just the feathers.
Nice.
Again, you see I've done that inking effect
Yeah.
on all of those. Inked it, then cut them out. I've not worried about doing anything special with them. I've just drawn around the outside, then tangled in. But of course, you could just do just a feather and add it to your own crafting as well. So it doesn't have to be completely the dream catcher. It could be other elements. And hopefully I've given you a little bit of an insight into how you actually then start to create the whole picture. It's all little elements, little bits and pieces that you then put together to create that bigger picture, which we're going to do a little bit later.
Yeah, absolutely. You can join
Excited
us
for that
in. No, it's going to be great. And loads of you guys are just going, oh my God, unbelievable. Terry on YouTube, 4 Whole Designs on YouTube. I think it's like watching colouring, very relaxed. I'm so relaxed.
Oh,
Unreal.
yeah, just chill. Feel good.
Creative, yeah, Johnny's literally, he's like that. Creative Cravings coming up for us a little bit later on. You just give us a little tease, 7 p.m-ish here in the UK. What are you going to be showing us then?
I'm going to show you how to put all those elements together on that dream catcher. And then, of
Perfect.
course, we've still got book 2 that we need to have a look
We
a bit
have.
more at. We've got some tiles that we can look at. We've got the to the moon and back if we want to do more of that. So the flowers.
Yeah.
Just hit me with it.
It's going to be a busy show.
Yeah, we'll do
That's
it.
going to be happening in Creative Cravings, which starts at 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific time. But that's about an hour into the show, so about 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Let's remind you of these amazing deals that we've got for you from Sanntangle today. Technique Book 2 bundle with Technique, the Technique book, the 4-piece stencil set, and 3-peck tangling pens. £45, $65.16. You're saving yourself 10%. Your Club Inspire price, platinum, is £36, $52.13. Great to carry on. Maybe you bought book 1 a few weeks ago. Now is the time to invest into book 2 to keep your tangling life going. You've also got the feather theme bundle, which we just seen just a few moments ago. That 9-piece stencil set and that instruction booklet, plus the 12 gel pens, £40.47, $58.68. Your Club Inspire platinum price, £32.38, $46.94. Another saving of 10%. The art folder, perfect for storing those incredible creations which you've been making, at £15.99, $23.18. Remember your Club Inspire Platinum price, £12.79, $18.54. I love that you get a Club Inspire discount on top of this. The tortillons, the 12-pack, perfect for those blending with your pencils, £4.50, $6.52, a 12-pack in that. Remember, Club Inspire price still applies, £3.60, $5.22. The bright tiles, perfect for that Santangling journey. Remember, you get them all in there, that perfect numbering on the back and the time and date. £5, $7.25. Your Club Inspire price is £4, $5.80. The sketchbooks, you're loving the sketchbooks. Loads of these are flying off. Over 60% of the stock has gone on this. Starting here with the silver one, £11.99, $17.39. And that Club Inspire price as well, £9.59, $13.91. Alternatively, you want to go for the gold one. We love a bit of gold. Again, that wonderful price, £11.99, $17.39. Your Club Inspire price, £9.59, $13.91. Maybe you're going to need some of the dual brush tip pens, brush pens, should I say. Loads of you loving these, and loads of you adding these into your basket today. £13.99, $20.29. To the moon and back stencil, including that stencil, plus the 15 shapes and the instruction booklet, £15.99, $23.19. Remember your Club Inspire price applicable to all of these, £12.79, $18.55. Maybe you want to say it with flowers. Again, this is the collection for you, stencil and the instructions, £15.99, $23.19. Your Club Inspire price applicable. Guys, loads of love coming today for this wonderful show. What a brilliant craft along. Remember, Debbie Fisher's card will be demo of the show. Who will be demo of the day? We'll find out later on today. Love the ink effects, say Stephanie. Coletta on YouTube. Wow, and Astrid Crafts on Facebook. Thank you, Sandra. It's so wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Sandra, thank you so much for today.
Thank you. It's been lovely. I'm really glad I've managed to share a lot of different sort of tips and techniques.
It's catching, isn't it? It's
yeah, it is catching, yeah.
And if you couldn't see Dobby, he's there in the big sea. There he is behind there. He's Dobby in the big crafter's sea, just behind Sandra there.
Yeah, he's watching.
Love him. Where will he be later on? Who knows? The question is to join us for that. For Creative Cravings, 6 p.m. here in the UK, 1 p.m. East Coast, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Loads of you with things in your basket. Check out. I'd hate for you to miss out on anything today. Remember, if you want to get ahead of the game for Creative Cravings, head to the website crafterscompanion.com.co.uk.eu. We are going to be joined again by Debbie Fisher and a special guest, not just Sandra, and someone else. Maybe we're going to introduce you to someone brand new on the Crafters Companion family, the Crafters TV family. Maybe we've got somebody else joining us. Ooh, juicy gossip. I like to give you a little bit of gossip. Like I said, that's going to be happening for you in an hour's time. Make sure you join me back there. I'm going to grab a sandwich. Mum's made me some sandwiches today, Sandra. I'm very excited about them. Little Mummy's boy me. And on that note, I'll share that information with you. I'll see you back here in an hour. See you later.